This lasts forever. Glad to see Chip waited until I was awake to start. How nice of him. I did not know that happened, but I appreciate you. Dandelion Gum, hello. Jake Lagadare, hello. Hello, Erwin. Yeah, so I did something stupid, and that is that I forgot the cards. But that's okay. We'll do without them. We'll do as good as we can without them. What can we do, after all? I normally always have backups, but I forgot to refill the backups also. Lately I've been using the backups and I forgot to refill the backups. Yeah. Hello, Kimmy Cat. Hello, Casey. Hello. Hi, you want to try a social experiment?
Wil jij een social experiment doen? Ja, doe gewoon. Goeie. Okay.
Are you okay being live for my YouTube channel?
Oh, yeah, fine. Crazy, right? It's nothing crazy.
No, I just ask you some questions. That's
Okay.
it.
Oh, okay.
So what's your name?
Noah.
No, I'm Chip.
Yes.
Nice to meet you.
Hi, nice to meet you.
Where are you from?
The Netherlands.
Netherlands.
Yeah.
Okay, so no, I'm an animal rights activist. I fight for the rights of animals.
Yeah.
Do you think animals deserve rights?
Sorry?
Do you think animals deserve rights?
Yeah, of course.
What rights do you think they deserve?
Well, to live a happy, healthy life, I think that's very important.
Okay.
Yeah.
Do you think they deserve the right to not be enslaved by us?
Yeah. To not be enslaved by. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Do you think that animal agriculture enslaves animals?
I think it depends. Depends on how the farmers treat the people or the animals. I think
Okay. Do you think that the fact that they control when they breed and when they die, when they get killed, is not a sign of slavery?
it's not a good thing.
It's not a good
It's
thing.
definitely not a good thing. No.
Do you think we need to consume any animal products?
Sorry.
Do you think we need to consume any animal products for food, for clothing, entertainment,
Well,
whatever?
I'm guilty of doing it.
Yeah.
But it would be like in the ultimate in the best way. I think there should not, but there could be, unless if it's or it could be if it's like not harmful to the animals.
Do you think there's any way to farm humans that is not harmful?
To farm humans. Yeah, that's a tough question because at the end of the day, you're controlling someone and
Yeah,
controlling
exactly.
something. Yeah. So.
Yeah, and we don't need to do any of it, right? So
No, not really. No.
what would you call a person that doesn't participate in any of this?
I don't know. I don't have a name for that.
A vegan?
Yeah, vegan. Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
Yeah, so being vegan is not a diet as many people think. It's actually about
Yeah, it's a
respecting animals.
lifestyle and
Yeah. Yeah, it's about the animals. So veganism is to animals what feminism is to women.
yeah.
Do you think we should be respecting the rights of animals?
Yeah, we should be respecting.
Does
those.
that mean we should be vegan?
Yeah. In the ultimate world, we could be vegan. Yes.
Can
Yeah.
you be vegan?
I don't think so because
not?
I'm a very picky eater. I'm
That
very.
means you choose what you eat, right?
I choose what I eat, yeah, and I try vegetables. I really do, but for me, it's. She also knows it's a problem for me.
So wait a minute. If I'm just going to throw this hypothetical out there, if all the animals in the
Yeah.
that we farm normally get a virus and we can no longer breed them into existence
Yeah.
and kill them, we can only do it to cats and dogs. Are you
Yeah.
going to start eating cats and dogs, or are you going to adopt a plant-based diet?
Well, then I would just eat some rice
Yeah.
with some beans, and that's
so
the
you would
only
give
thing.
so you would give them the moral consideration that they deserve.
The cats and the dogs.
Yeah.
Well, yeah. I think it's.
Why not give that to all animals?
Yeah. Sorry.
Why not give that to all animals?
I actually don't know why we should not do that, but I think
But why should you do that? Why should you?
why I
continue?
should do it.
Yeah.
Because I do like to eat meat. Yeah, I like I like the taste.
So if somebody likes the product that comes out of taking your rights away, then they should be allowed to do it.
No.
No.
No, it's
No,
very,
exactly.
it's very hard. Yeah.
When we put ourselves in the position of the victim, we realize that justifications such as I like to do it or I'm a picky eater or everything else is not really fair towards
No,
them.
no, no. It's not fair.
Yeah.
But I think it's so easy to get the products. I think that's why.
But you also live here in the Netherlands. It's so easy to get the other products also here.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. But it's yeah. It's difficult to tell because I'm not a native English speaker, so that's quite hard for me to put it in the good words. But I think it's just something that I grew up with at home.
And is that a good enough justification for somebody to take
No,
your
it's
rights?
still not a
still not.
justification, but I think yeah, it's one way or another. There's no it's never like hoe zeg je dat nou? Yeah, I don't know. Is this okay?
Yeah, that's okay. Can you promise me one thing? Normally I have cards on me, but I forgot to
Yeah.
take the cards on me. Can you pull up your phone and search for one thing? I just want you to watch one thing to know what you're supporting. And if you don't want to be part of it, like you decide for yourself.
Where what
Just on
platform?
YouTube maybe. It's called Dominion.
The Minion.
Yeah. No, it's D-O-M-I.
DOMINION.
Yeah. Yeah, this one.
Oh, this one.
Yeah. If you can watch that, give that a watch and see how you feel about it.
Okay, thank you.
Just to know what you're supporting, okay?
Yeah,
I
okay.
appreciate you.
Yes.
And please make better choices, because
Thank you.
all of
I
us
will
deserve
choose
to have
it.
rights.
Yeah. Bye bye.
Have a good one. Bye, you too. Kind of sucks to not have cards, but that's okay. And we'll do that today. We'll ask people to pull out their phones and look at the minion. Dumb minion. The main issue I have with veganism is why would I knowingly want to make myself weaker than non-vegans by not having a dude, do you see me? I mean, am I really like I'm pretty well built? What are you talking about? This whole idea of, first of all, it's not a diet. Second of all, it's about the animals, about respecting their rights. Why would you respect their rights? Because you're a decent human being? I don't know. Because you want to be a decent human being? Does Chip look weaker than the average non-vegan? Exactly. It's so funny.
Yeah. I'm saying it's a different type of vibe.
It's okay. I'll have the cards next time. Conversations are good also.
Hello.
Hi.
Hello.
Hi, you want to try the social experiment?
Sure. What's a social experiment?
Just ask you some questions, get you to think a little bit. Are you okay being are you two groups, one group? What's
I'm okay being recorded.
Okay, are you guys okay being live on my YouTube channel?
Yeah.
Okay. So I'm where are you guys from?
New York.
Upstate New York.
New York. Okay.
Oh my
Lovely.
god, you have like the same tattoo as me.
Oh yeah, I have a Saturn tattoo right here.
Oh, this isn't Saturn. This is
Oh.
the
Kind
sun,
of looks like
and this is-
Saturn a little.
Yeah, it's just
It's
the
cute.
planet.
Yeah, it's
just
cute.
the third planet from the sun. Yeah, it's a whole thing. So I'm an animal rights activist. I fight for the rights of animals. Do you guys think animals deserve rights?
Of course.
Of course.
Of course. Do you think animals should be treated like objects?
No.
No. It would be wrong to treat animals like objects, right? Do you think that animal agriculture treats animals like objects?
Yes.
Somewhat, yeah.
Yeah.
Do
Have
you-
you seen the Fairlife videos back from 2020?
Oh,
No.
those made me cry.
Oh,
the
those were
Fairlife
so
cows.
sad. Yeah.
Oh, it was
I'm
terrible.
sure they don't treat them nicely. Yeah.
They
So-
had a whole reform now, but it was sad.
Yeah. So knowing that you guys are against the objectification of animals, right? And animal agriculture treats animals like objects. Do you think you should not be paying for any animal products?
Complicated.
It is a little complicated, I guess.
Why is it
Maybe
complicated?
because it's so.
Is it just
normalized
because you
in
want it
the
to be
US?
complicated? Because in the reality, it should be pretty simple, shouldn't it?
Yeah, I
It's
guess.
like,
Let's move on.
yeah.
Yeah.
You want to move on?
We're gonna move on.
Why? Is it because you feel uncomfortable knowing that
Not
you're
at all.
supporting oppression of
No.
animals?
Not at all. We have
No?
4 dogs, but we're gonna move on.
So would
Come
you
on, we
eat
have other
dogs?
things to do.
No,
Would you
no,
eat
no.
dogs?
We have limited time.
So why is it okay
We only have
to
one
why
day.
is it
Come on.
okay to kill cows but not dogs?
Come on.
Yeah, I don't really eat cows.
Sophie, come on.
What? I ate something
They all ran away. So funny. I'm telling you, everybody, if you want to feel safe, talk about veganism. People will run away instantly. Talk about animals and veganism. Instantly, they'll feel guilty and run away. It's just you don't even have to. You don't even have to know how to fight or anything. Just bring it up. We might have to do an experiment on that one. Yeah. Yeah. It's so insane to me that people have such high cognitive dissonance. Ah, shit, let me put the cap on, everybody. I'm sorry. I forgot. It's sunny in here and gotta put the cap on. Give me a second. Okay. The cap is on. You guys are safe. You're safe. You're safe. It's okay. It's okay. You're safe. It's okay. It's all good. No overheating. You're not sitting in the sun. No ultraviolets getting to you. It's all good. I enjoy eating my steaks. I think I will ever be vegan. Yeah, so you're essentially saying you will never respect animals. That's what you're saying. When you're saying I will never be vegan, you're saying I will never respect animals. Because veganism is to animals what feminism is to women. It just means respecting their rights. So why wouldn't you want to respect animals' rights? I'm just curious. You can thrive on a plant-based diet. You can choose to not wear leather. You can choose to not go to zoos. You can entertain yourself in any other way. Why would you say animals are objects? Why would you pay for animals to be objectified for you? Nah, I respect them. I don't think you do. I think you just claim you respect them. Imagine if I said I respect women, but then I go around like just knifing women and then eating their flesh simply because I can, simply because I want to. That's essentially what you're doing. How can you give that? How can you say that that's respectful? It's not. It just isn't. I love chicken, eat chicken. Yeah, so you love their body. You don't love their individuality or who they are. Hi. You want to try the social experiment?
Yeah, sure.
Are you okay being live for my YouTube channel?
Yeah.
How old are you?
15.
15? Are you any of you over 18?
Oh, no, 17.
Oh, so I can't really get informed consent from you to be on my YouTube channel, so I can't really ask you to have. But if you want, you can be off camera. If that's okay.
Yeah, sure.
Okay. So what's your name?
Sarah.
Sarah.
Luisa.
Luisa.
Sophie.
Where are you guys from?
Germany.
Germany. Love it. So I'm an animal rights activist. I fight for the rights of animals.
Oh.
I try to have productive conversations with people on the street, such as yourself, and try to get them to respect animals' rights. Do you think animals' rights should be respected?
Yes.
Do you think animals should be treated like objects?
No.
No. No. Do you think that animal agriculture treats animals like objects?
Sorry?
Do you think animal agriculture treats animals like objects?
No.
No?
Well, I'm not.
I'll ask you again.
Yeah.
That's okay. I'll go slower. That's fine. No worries. So, do you think that animal agriculture, the farming of animals, do you think is that a form of
yeah.
objectifying animals?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah. Do you think we need to do that to animals?
No.
No. Do you guys participate in this? Like, do you give money for animals to be objectified?
No, not really, no.
Are you vegans?
No.
No.
I'm trying to be vegetarian, but it's very hard because my parents are like they eat a lot of meat, so that's very hard for me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. How about you? How do you feel?
I'm trying to eat less meat, but it's hard because everywhere I go is meat. And I can't really eat with friends because they eat meat. So do I have?
Okay, so I'm going to throw a hypothetical scenario out there. I want you to use your imagination in this one, okay? So let's imagine that all the cows and the chickens and the pigs that we normally use in animal agriculture, they suffer, they get a virus and all of them die off. And we can no longer breed them because of this virus. And we have cats and dogs though. And we start doing the same that we do to cows, chickens and pigs to cats and dogs. And we bring them up into existence to kill them as babies and use their flesh. Are you going to participate in it for the same reasons that you participate in the eating of the flesh of these other animals?
Because I think there's a reason why we do not eat cat and dog flesh, because it's, I don't really know why, but if we eat like flesh from a cow or a chicken, it's okay, we don't get really sick, or
Same for cats and dogs. You can eat them safely.
yeah, but I cannot imagine myself eating them because yeah.
Because you respect them.
Yeah, and cats are actually my favorite animals, but I don't really see myself or anyone really eating them.
How do you feel about that?
Honestly, I kind of feel the same as her, but for me, I know in my mind that it's wrong to eat any animals.
Yeah.
As I said, I'm trying to be a vegetarian. I also don't like milk or anything, so that's easy for me. But for my parents, they don't understand me. They're like, no, you have to eat that, you have to eat that, it's normal. And I think that's a thing that is so in the social.
Yeah, it's normal.
Yeah.
We normalize it. So
Yes,
if we normalize cats and dogs, and your parents would start eating cats and dogs, would you?
No,
No.
no.
Oh, how about you?
I think people just got used to eating like cows and not cats. I think if it would be normal to eat cat and dogs, people would eat cat and dogs. But I wouldn't, because it's just like an pet to me, not an animal I would eat.
So what does this tell you, right? Like, what does this tell you? If you think from the perspective of the victim, the cow, the chicken, or the pig, what does this tell you? That you would give the respect that an animal deserves if they're born a dog, yet if they're born a cow, you don't want to give them the respect that they deserve. Still, none of them chose to be born a dog or a cow, right? What does this tell you?
It's unfair.
It's unfair.
Yeah.
It's unfair. Do you want to be unfair?
No.
No. Do you want to be unfair? No. Before, I don't want to ask you a lot of questions. I'll tell you one thing about dairy cows, because you said you want to be vegetarian.
Mm-hmm.
Do you know why cows produce milk?
What?
Do you know why cows produce milk?
For the babies.
Exactly. So do you think that they get pregnant when they want to, or do you think farmers impregnate them?
I think farmers.
Yeah. Farmers impregnate them. That's true. If we did that to a human female, that would be pretty bad, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
If somebody would forcefully inseminate them. Yeah. When the babies are born, they get separated from their mothers. Do you know why they do that?
No.
Because if they stay with their mothers, they would drink the milk.
Oh, makes sense. Yeah.
Yeah, and farmers gotta control how much milk they drink. If the baby's born male, they don't produce any milk. So what do you think happens to them?
They get murdered.
Exactly. I love that you used murder. Yeah, I love it. And if the baby is born female, they suffer the same fate as their mother. Every year impregnated, every year baby stolen and exploited for their milk. And they do this repeatedly year over year, up until the age of 7 to 8, after which they also kill them. Cows can live 24, 25 years. Do you know why they kill them at that age?
Because of the flesh, because the older they get, the more it's not so fresh anymore, and then people won't buy it because it will taste differently.
Maybe on some farms, I don't know, but most of the times it's just because they can't get them pregnant. So they try to get them pregnant, and if the pregnancy doesn't stick, they kill them. Because they would have to wait a whole lot of years to feed them. Is that something you guys want to be part of? No. It sounds really bad, doesn't it? This is why I'm vegan, by the way. After hearing what happens to dairy cows, I refuse to believe it myself. I looked it up. It happens everywhere, and I decided to be vegan. Have you ever considered being vegan yourselves?
I tried to, but someone from my family mixed meat under my food, because he said I could die if I don't eat meat.
My sister is vegan
Yeah.
actually. She's older than me and she lives alone, so she doesn't have this thing with my parents. And whenever I'm at her place, we eat vegan and stuff, and I like it. And sometimes I even buy like vegetarian meat or something like that, and I like it, but I just get a lot of bad comments from my parents, like, no, that's all chemical stuff and that's bad for you.
Not all of them are bad.
Yes.
There's some that are good. It depends on the But like obviously being vegan is not just about food, right? Like if I were to ask you, can you live without wearing leather?
Yes.
You can easily do that, right? Can you live without going to zoos?
Yes.
Yeah, because all of these institutions they yet again treat animals like objects. But when it comes to food, it's a little bit more difficult because it's so ingrained in our what we do day to day, right? After all, we have food for 3 times a day.
Yeah.
But do you think it's important that we change this? Because if you were in their position, you wouldn't want this to happen to you.
Yes.
would you?
It's very important. Yeah.
Yeah. So I'm gonna ask you one last question, and I don't have cards on me. I normally give cards away, but today I forgot them at home.
Yeah.
How many more animals should be exploited for you until you change? And I'll go from left to right. Just
Wait, I didn't
sure.
understand
How many
the
more
question.
how many more animals
Yeah.
should be treated like an object for you until you change?
So, I mean, personally, I don't actually treat animals like objects, but
But you support it by paying for it. It's the same.
yeah, I actually also so
Yeah.
no kind of animal should be treated like an object because they are all like. I mean, you don't want it to happen to us like somebody kills us and then they put up us for sale. So I think that it should be so that nobody should be go through it, either a human or an animal.
I love that. I appreciate that. How
Yeah.
about you?
The same for me. I think no more animals should be treated like an object because every living creature has a right to be alive and to be free, and not be treated like a slave for some other living.
I didn't even
creatures.
use that word, and I love it. Slave. That's true. They are slaves. That's
Yes.
true. How do you feel?
I think none.
Yeah.
In my opinion, all animals are important, but not for food, but as creators of the world. And I also think they are too cute.
They are. They are indeed. They are. But even if they weren't, they still deserve to live, right?
Yeah.
So normally on the card that I give out, there's a thing called Challenge 22. On that card, they Challenge 22. If you Google it yourself, they hook you up with a nutritionist. They send you recipes every day, and they help you adopt a plant-based diet for free, if that's the issue. But there's this documentary that I hope you want to watch. It's called Dominion. Can you promise me you'll watch that?
Yeah.
Can you write it down on your phone? You can find it on YouTube. It's called Dominion. If you want, you can just open up YouTube right now and you search for yeah.
I'm googling. How
yeah.
do you spell
Dominion. Dominion.
Like that?
Domio.
Ah. O. And
Non.
O N.
Yeah.
Like that?
Yeah.
Ah, this one. Oh
No, not this one.
It's a. Was it?
Maybe if you do it,
documentary.
yeah. If you do it,
Yeah,
I'm actually on
you have
YouTube right
YouTube.
now.
Yeah, that's perfect.
So D-O.
Yeah, that's the one. Yeah,
Okay.
Dominion.
I don't want to know. Vollidiot, lass mal Neon.
Yes. I'm gonna screenshot it.
Is it
I think it's this one. Oh no, that's a trailer. Yeah, there's a
it
document.
this one?
Probably
This is in Spain,
movie about
Espanol?
Spanish.
how they get killed.
Maybe search Dominion full documentary. Yeah,
maybe. There.
yeah, that's the one. So give that a watch just to see what you're paying for, because you know, you might not be okay with it.
Yeah.
That's how I found out. Okay.
Okay.
And if you need help, you have ChatGPT, Google, all of it. They can help you out with it. Okay.
Okay.
Thank you so much for being awesome. I appreciate it, and let's respect animal rights, right? We all deserve to live. Okay. Cheers. I appreciate you. Bye. I love these girls. They were awesome. Marcos, thank you so much. This is not personally for YouTube. It is for the helping spread the vegan idea. I appreciate you, Marcos. Thank you so much. Oop, I'm sorry. I wish I had cards on me. Sometimes some of the people were these girls were really, really nice. Thank you. Your cap fell, everyone. I gotta put it back. Okay. Okay, we're up and rolling. It's windy. It's windy today. Because it's windy, we're gonna get this type of maybe the cap will fall again and stuff. I'm just trying to understand your perspective. Please respond. What did you ask Goji Berries? Let me see if I can find it. Yeah, you gotta ask again. There's a lot of messages. Are you pro-abortion? Yes, I am pro-choice. I'm not pro-forced pregnancy. I don't believe we should force women to be pregnant. No. Do you think we should force women to be pregnant? Is that it? Because I don't think we should be forcing that. But I'm here to speak about animal rights, not abortion. If you want to debate me on abortion, find me on Discord. My handle is Vegan Power Lab, one word. We can schedule a debate. If you show your face, if you have to have a microphone and a face and show your face, and that's all good. Beta male. Thank you. Yeah, I'm a person who respects other individuals. I'd rather be a beta male who respects individuals than what you call alpha. By the way, alpha and beta males is such a stupid thing, such a childish thing also. You want to try a social experiment?
Yes.
How old are you?
18.
Okay, okay. You okay being live for my YouTube channel?
Yes.
No.
No, raga, vieni qua.
Vieni.
Vieni, Agnese.
Vai, we're here.
Yes.
Okay, love it. Okay, what are your names?
Camilla. Agnese.
Ettore.
Camilla,
Agnese.
Aliese, and Tore.
Ettore.
Ettore. Where are you guys from?
Italy.
Rome.
Rome. Love it, love it. So I'm an animal rights activist. I fight for the rights of animals. Specifically, I want animals to not be objectified. Do you guys think animals should be objectified?
No.
No, obviously.
Like treated like objects?
No.
What do you think treating an animal like an object is?
It's horrible because they have a soul like us.
Yeah, yeah.
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 But it's also, yes, it's incoherent because we're party animals, so like it doesn't
Yeah.
make sense.
Are you in the party for animals?
No, like
I mean,
we're
we-
partly.
we are
we're-
also
Yeah,
animals.
we,
we're
ca-
also
we
animals.
came.
Yeah,
so-
yeah. Yeah, okay. Sure, that's true. Do you think animal agriculture objectifies animals?
Yeah.
Agricultures. I don't know.
Like farming animals?
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah. Do you guys support this?
No, we don't.
You don't? Are you vegan?
No.
Morally, don't know, but yeah, we do through our economic like
So if I say I respect women, but I pay for women to be killed, do I respect women?
no.
No. So if you say you guys are against objectification of animals, but pay for animals to be objectified, are you against it?
No.
Do you think you need to pay for this?
No.
No.
No, I mean we have to pay. Not directly, but maybe as a society, yes.
Do you think we need to consume any animal products?
We need to consume?
Animal products.
I think that no, but I think that we need to find a good balance between the things.
What do you mean by a balance?
I mean that
Objectify only some animals?
No, I think that we should not objectify them, but maybe we should choose some good farms that are respectful with animal, because it's also part of the of our nature to eat
So
meat. So I don't
would
think that
farming humans be objectifying humans?
the farming humans would
Yeah.
objectifying humans.
Yeah.
Eh,
So
but if
is there
we
a
were-
nice way to farm humans?
But if we weren't not superior, but if we weren't a different kind of being, then we wouldn't have been able to enhance ourselves and like make a difference between us and the animals. So I think there's also a difference in the like hierarchy in the nature. Of course, I'm not saying that we should like kill all of the animals and treat them as we want, but it's also we also have to accept that we kind of are superior in the scale.
It's so interesting to me because the people before you They acknowledge that what it is, they're supporting the objectification of animals. They acknowledge that we don't need to consume animal products. So I'm curious, why do you guys think we do need to consume animal products? Why do you think moderation means objectifying some animals from time to time?
It's a hard question.
Because, right, if you were in the position of the victim, I don't think you would accept being objectified from time to time.
Yeah,
would you?
that's right. That's right. What I'm saying is that I think that vegans are doing something extremely good, but I don't know how to be precise when I'm saying this, but I think that as the things are working now, being vegan is a good choice because they're doing also the job for the people that are not. But the idea is that in an ideal society, we should all consume just a little bit of meat
Why?
because it's part of our nature also. But we
So
should
is
we
rape.
should not do it.
Rape is part of our nature.
But I
Rape
don't
is
think
natural.
so.
It happens in nature, and there's people who have instincts for uncontrollable instincts of sexual nature.
Yeah, but I think that it's
Should they
different.
control it or should they stop?
No, they should stop.
Okay, so when it's about when a victim is human, we shouldn't do anything. But when a victim is animal, maybe we should do it only to some.
I know you're right.
I'm just trying to, like, I understand that from your perspective, maybe because you grew up doing this, it can seem like drastic to stop altogether.
Yeah.
But if you're in the position of the victim, what would you want? Would you want somebody to say, I'll just exploit you every Tuesday, or
No, no. Obviously.
I'll only
Yes.
kill some of your family members to eat them, right? It's not,
No, you're right.
it wouldn't be fair towards any of them. So what do you guys think you should do about this?
We should start reflecting about it and maybe studying more about yeah,
Yeah.
maybe decide to have more knowledge on the arguments.
Okay.
So thank you.
Do you think having more knowledge will help the animals?
No, and then we should act.
We should
based on
act.
Yeah,
what-
yes, but
Okay.
that's the most different step. So
Yeah.
Try
So,
the
so then
most
let me ask you
difficult
this.
step.
How many more animals should be treated like an object, killed, exploited for you and in your name until you change, until you actually make a difference?
Nah, you're right.
That's a question. How many do you want?
Yeah, I mean, I don't know how to answer.
Because because you know you want it to be zero, but then if you
Yeah.
say that, you know it's probably not going to be zero.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So just do this for me, okay? Can you guys just like watch the Minion? Can you pull up your phone? Normally I have cards, but I don't have cards on me
I
today.
don't have Giga.
Anche io.
Have Anya.
Can you just write it maybe in a note?
Yeah,
or-
we write it in a note. And then.
It's called Dominion. D-O-M-I.
It's your.
No, it's a documentary. If you want, I can give you my YouTube channel. M-I-N.
Dominion.
Yeah, that's the one.
Okay.
Can you promise me you'll watch that?
Yeah.
Okay.
You
Promise.
find it for free on YouTube, just to
Okay.
know what you're supporting, because you might not be okay with it. Like, I know we imagine this good farms or good life, but those are almost not at all, not existent today. And so most likely you will be supporting something that you're not okay with either way, okay?
We're gonna
Thank you
watch
so
it.
much.
Thank you. Thank
Have a
you
good
for your
one.
help.
And let's
You
respect
too.
more animals, okay?
Thank you.
Cheers, have a good one. I wish I had cards on me today. Damn it. Damn it. That's okay. Can someone tell me if he's vegan? Yes, I am vegan. I respect animals. I'm vegan, yeah. Of course, I'm a vegan. I'm a feminist. I respect human rights. I respect animal rights. Everybody deserves to have their rights respected. Great viewing numbers. Thank you, the LTN. Oh, wow. Sometimes, oh, yeah, that's a lot of people watching sometimes. It's okay. Hello, everybody. Welcome to the stream. If you're new here, I hope you will be enjoying the conversations. We're doing today a little bit of a social experiment. Sometimes we can do the social experiment really well if the person is speaking English really well. But if the person is not speaking English too well, then the social experiment will just be a set of questions. Just ask people some questions, get them to think a little bit. You want to try it? Are you okay being live for my? Yeah, are you okay being live for my
You want me
channel?
in classes or not?
Whatever you prefer.
Maybe I better
Whatever
stay
works for you.
incognito. We don't know. We don't know what questions you're gonna ask.
I love it. I love it. Do you live here in Amsterdam? Because I saw a statue of Amsterdam.
Yeah, I
What's
know.
your-
No. I just love it here.
You just love it here. What's your
Yeah.
name?
Neville,
Neville. I'm Chip. Where are you from, Neville?
Chip,
Chip. Yeah.
U.S.
U.S. I'm from Romania, but I live here in the Netherlands.
Ah, okay.
So Neville, I'm an animal rights activist. I fight for the rights of animals. Do
Okay.
you think animals deserve rights?
Do animals deserve rights?
Yeah.
I would say in most circumstances, there's some animals that I'm not sure I feel that way about, like rats.
Okay. Fair enough. Like if they're attacking your house, I guess it's a different circumstance. You got to defend yourself. But do you think animals should be objectified?
These are good questions you're asking. I would say no more so than we objectify humans.
Yeah, I like that. I like that. Do you think that animal agriculture is objectifying animals?
Animal agriculture.
Yeah, yeah.
Can
like
you
farming
explain it?
animals.
And what was the question? Do I
Do you
think
think
that's
that farming animals is a form of objectification of animals?
You know, honestly, I would say no.
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 Why is that?
Well, in part, I would say that there's some self-interest and selfishness in that I enjoy eating.
But can't it be both? Can't you enjoy eating it and still support objectification of animals?
You say, can I eat them and support?
Well, when
Or
you
not-
eat them, don't you think you're treating them like an object? Are you respecting their individuality, or are you just interested in their body?
That's again a great question. I've never thought of it as being objectifying. I think of it as fulfilling my need.
Yeah. Because it is fulfilling your wants, right?
Yes.
But in doing so, you are objectifying an animal, right? Because they get brought into existence only to be treated like an object and then killed, right? Like they're treated like an object for milk or for eggs, and
Or meat.
Well, if they're for meat, they just get killed straight away. Most of the time, they get killed pretty fast. Like take for instance, chickens can live 10 years. At what age do you think chickens that we raise for meat are killed at?
I don't know.
42 days.
Wow.
Yeah, and nowadays in the US...
And they are raised specifically to be eaten?
Yeah. They're raised specifically to be killed. Yeah, and
Okay.
nowadays in the US they're growing bugs so that they can feed to the chickens so that they can grow even faster and kill them even sooner.
Well, look,
Is this not objectification?
I'm not sure that I would use that word, but I appreciate.
Wait, if it were humans, would you call it objectification?
If I was what?
If it were humans instead of chickens or cows or pigs, would you call it an objectification?
Again,
Bringing them to life to kill them
I'm not sure
for
that
their body?
I'm not sure that I would use that word. I might use something more, maybe exploitation.
It is exploitation, yeah.
Like I said, maybe it's semantics.
Sure, it's a math.
But I'll say
But it
this.
is bad, right, what we do to them? Is it?
Again, I wouldn't use that term only because it feels more judgmental.
Fair enough.
Which again, I'm not saying that that's right or wrong. And I think that there's certain circumstances.
But what do you think? Is
there are
it
certain
right or wrong what we
There
do
are
to
certain
them?
circumstances where you do need to make those sort of judgments. Again, I wouldn't use the term. I wouldn't use bad. I wouldn't use objectify.
But is it right or is it wrong
I
what we
might
do to
say.
animals?
I might say exploit.
Yeah.
And again, it's hard for me to say that it is wrong or bad, given the fact that now you've made me hungry, and I gotta go get me some meat. I wish you the best of luck.
I don't know what you find funny from that.
No,
You're gonna go and pay for an innocent baby animal to be killed?
Well, he's already dead.
And yeah. Well, another one will be replaced. Will be taking their place.
Indeed. But
You think that's funny?
No. I think it's funny.
It's funny to joke about innocent sentient beings having their throats cut?
I just think it's funny that you got that I'm now hungry.
Wait one second.
I'm good.
Is this funny to you?
I wouldn't call that funny.
But this is what you're paying for.
I understand.
Make some jokes about it. Come
No,
on.
as I said, I wouldn't call that funny.
But make some jokes about it.
I find myself.
I fight for
funny.
their rights.
I find
and you want to joke about taking their rights away.
I'm making a joke about myself, man.
Yeah.
Good luck to you.
Yeah. Maybe don't exploit animals anymore. They deserve to live also. Jesus. You try to work on him? You agree with what
I
you
used
said?
to work for the Humane Society
Yeah.
of the United States. I know all about factory farming. I try to talk to him about
Yeah,
it.
but it's not just factory farming. All
I
farming is
know.
the same.
It is.
Yeah. Are you vegan yourself?
I am, I'm going to say 90%. The only time when I eat flesh, it's salmon.
Don't you think they deserve the same rights?
do.
You do?
I do.
So
But
if
I
you
don't.
need help, by the way, there's a thing called Challenge 22. They hook you up with a nutritionist. They send you recipes every day and help you go vegan for free.
I
Okay?
appreciate it. Thank you.
Okay. Have a good one. Yeah, they always take this curve. It's fine. It's fine. Have a good one. Yeah, imagine that. Imagine joking about that. What a person, man. The signs fell off. Give me 1 second, everybody. Yeah. He just dived directly into semantics, didn't he? He dived directly into the semantics of it, and because he just wanted to find a word that suits him, that makes him feel less bad about what he's doing. It is exploitation, it is objectification, and it is oppression. It's all of them. Humans are omnivores. Eat animals all you want, plants too. Fuck. And the wind is making it really difficult sometimes. Sorry, everybody. The cap fell again. Yeah. Here we are. You guys want to try the social experiment?
What kind of social experiment?
I just asked you some questions to get you to think a little bit.
Okay.
How old are you?
22.
Okay. Are you okay being live on my YouTube channel?
Live?
Yeah.
Okay.
You want to come here so that you're in view? What's your name?
Francesco.
I'm Chip. Nice to meet you,
Nice to
Francesca.
meet you.
Where are you from?
Switzerland.
Switzerland.
Yeah.
Oh, love it,
You?
love it, Switzerland.
UK?
I'm from Romania,
Oh,
but I
really?
live here in the Netherlands.
Since when do you live here?
10 years.
Wow, that's long.
Yeah. It's
What
also
do
been
you
a long
like the
time.
most about it?
Biking. You can easily bike
Yeah,
everywhere.
yeah.
I heard Switzerland is starting to do that also better. Right?
Biking.
Yeah.
Yeah, it tries to be like in the cities. They try to be like bike cities again. They reduce the parking. They reduce the streets and stuff.
No, it's okay.
Yeah.
I'll put it like this. So I'm an animal rights activist. I fight for the rights of animals.
Yeah.
Do you think animals should have rights?
Yeah. I
Yeah.
think so. Yeah.
So I'm mostly interested in objectification of animals. Do you think animals should be objectified?
What kind of objectified?
Like, do you think an animal should be treated as the body that they have, or as the individual that they are?
It's hard to treat them as individual because we don't hear them, we don't
Yeah.
know what they feel, so it's kind of hard to actually treat them as individuals. Yeah, but I think they should have rights. They should have decent rights, like some ground rights. Yeah.
Like, how about the right to not be enslaved? Does that work?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Actually, yeah.
Do you think animal agriculture enslaves animals?
I think so. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, and it's like we actually enslave the animals we eat.
Yeah.
And
exactly.
that's for us kind of right, but like dogs, we don't enslave them.
Yeah.
We don't condone that. Yeah.
Is it right though?
No.
No. Do you participate in it?
Sadly, yes.
Sadly, yes, yeah. But I see that your values are sitting here and
Yeah.
your actions are sitting
Yeah.
here. And I'll pose a hypothetical out there. If I say I respect women and I think women should have rights, but then I go around slapping women's asses, what matters more, what I say or what I do?
Actually, what I do.
Yeah.
And I think, as in a psychological perspective, it's always like that. We think and we have opinion, but we don't act on it. Like I don't condone smoking, or I don't like it, but I smoke.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But that only affects you, right?
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
a different thing. When it comes to somebody else being a victim, don't you think we have a bit of an obligation to stop?
Yeah, actually, yes.
Yeah.
I think as humans, we have the consciousness to act, and we have the consciousness to actually think about others and be self-aware. Yeah, that's a different thing. Yeah.
Do you think we need to consume any animal products for food, maybe for clothing, like wear leather, maybe going to zoos? Do you think we need any of it?
No, I don't think. I think in the past it was good because leather is a good wear, and or fur for the winter, stuff like that. We couldn't do it any other way, but nowadays we have other options like fake fur, fake leather, stuff like that. So we don't actually need it anymore.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we don't need to do it. You recognize that it's wrong.
Yeah, yeah.
What's stopping you from? Actually, before that, what would
Yeah.
you call a person that does not participate in any of it? That rejects this commodity status
think
of
it's
animals?
complicated because it's like an aspect of how you think, but that's also the culture you grow up in and how, like in different cultures, actually animals are treated differently. So it's actually really complicated. What's the cause of this? And I wouldn't say a person who isn't vegetarian or vegan or doesn't participate is actually a bad person. It's like,
So wait, if somebody knows that they're doing something bad to the animals
yeah.
and they choose to do so, wouldn't you say that what they're doing is bad?
I
Not
think
necessarily
it's
that they're a
more
bad person.
complicated than just like describing it's right or wrong. I think it's more complicated because there are different aspects. Like, for example, like in Africa, sometimes it's the only thing to eat. Like you actually raise these.
Sure, but like,
And
but you
yeah.
would argue that in situations like that, people don't have a choice, right? But if you
Yeah.
do have a choice, don't you think it's wrong to choose to exploit an animal, to treat them like an object?
Yeah, actually, yeah, it's more so wrong.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
So, what do you think you want to do about this? Do you want to be part of this?
Um, yeah, I never actually thought about it that much, but yeah, it's a good cause. Yeah.
Yeah, like,
Yeah.
do you want to be part of this uh, objectification of animals? Do you want to continue supporting it?
Yeah.
You do? Like,
Yeah.
I don't, or do you want to stop supporting it? Or how do you feel?
I think it should be more supported. Yeah. Yeah.
I'm asking about objectification of animals, about exploitation of animals. Do you think there should be more of it or less of it?
Oh, less of it.
Yeah, yeah,
sorry.
yeah. So yeah, that's okay. That's okay. That's okay. I get it. Sometimes it's the language barrier. That's fine. That's fine. Yeah. So yeah. So what do you think you can do about it?
I think as an individual, you can only stop like not buying leather, not buying fur, stuff like that. To actually look after. If you like choose to eat meat, regardless, you should like look how they are treated. Like we live on a farm-like village, and they are outside. They have a life. They're treated good.
Cows?
What?
Cows?
Yeah, cows, pigs, stuff like that. They're actually
I'm assuming they're dairy cows, right?
what?
I'm assuming they're dairy cows. They're for milk, right?
What?
They're for milk, milking cows. They're for dairy.
Both actually,
Both?
for meat and milk. And I think
Would you say
if-
sexually exploiting an animal is treating them nicely?
no, but they don't do that.
They don't do that? Do
no,
you think
no.
that farmers don't control the breeding process?
It's I think I see it how they're treated. They're
Go on. Sorry, I gotta put this on because it's really warm.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah, I can.
I know what you mean, and I think that's really wrong. I know what kind of the milk production is doing to these animals, like the mass milk production. But
Oh no, it happens in small farms also. So let me ask you this: why do you think cows produce milk? Why do you think cows produce
yeah, because
milk?
they have a child.
Exactly. So do you think they get pregnant when they want to, or do you think farmers control that?
I know with the farmers, I know they don't do that.
So farmers that you know, they don't do that.
Yeah.
I don't think that's true, by the way. But that's okay. If you want to believe that, you can believe that. But that's not true because I saw it. My grandmother. I come from Romania, as I told you. My grandmother did this in her backyard.
Yeah.
It's it happens even on the smallest locations. It doesn't really matter. And she only had one cow, so she did the same. Cows produce milk for only 1 year
Yeah.
after they had a baby, so they have to continuously impregnate them. So they impregnate them year over year to have babies. Because if a cow decides to have a baby, they'll not have more than 1 or 2 babies their whole lifetime. But if they impregnate them, they have 7, 8 babies.
Yeah.
Do you know that after 7, 8 years of repeated impregnation, they kill them? Do you know why?
Because they probably can't produce milk anymore.
Yeah, they can't, or they can't get them pregnant anymore. Yeah.
Okay.
Is
yeah.
that fair?
No, it's not fair. No.
It does happen on all
Yeah.
farms, though.
Yeah. But
Cows can live 24,
yeah.
25 years, by the
Yeah,
way,
yeah.
just to be clear. Yeah.
But I personally think if you still decide to eat meat, you should probably eat on a like farm like cow or something like that because they live on the outside. They aren't in like these slave-like conditions in like these boxes where it's
Do
really,
they-
really small.
Are they still not slaves? Are they allowed to leave? Are they allowed to choose not to get pregnant?
No, but I think if you, in my opinion, if you decide to eat meat, it's rather the conditions on this part are better than in like a really, really, really small space.
Sure, but think about it this way. In the example that I gave, that if I respect women's rights, right? I could go around stabbing women, and then I would be an asshole, or I could just slap their asses. Obviously, slapping their asses would be better than me stabbing them.
Yeah.
But they're both bad, aren't they? So it's the same with this one. Sure, one is a little bit better, but they're both slavery. And you
That's
don't have
right.
to support it, right?
Yeah, that's right. But I think objectively, one is of course a little bit better.
It's less worse,
Less worse, yes.
but they're all bad.
Yeah, of course, they're all bad.
So why not choose to stop it?
I think for me, I can personally stop.
Yeah, exactly.
Of course, but all other people, I can't speak of that.
No, but for you, yeah, for
Yeah.
you. Yeah, so why would you continue supporting the commodification, the enslavement, the exploitation of animals?
I actually don't have a reason, but can I ask you a question?
Sure.
Like, if cows and all these pig animals and all other kind of animals,
Cats and dogs.
yeah, of course, but I will talk about like cows, pigs, which are for us to eat.
Same as cats and dogs, yes.
Yeah, but it's like we eat them. We usually don't eat cats and dogs. But how do you think they should be treated? Should they be on a farm or stuff like that, or
No.
where?
We should not farm humans. We should not farm animals. We should leave them
Yeah.
alone. We should not. We bring these animals into
Yeah.
existence so that we can use their body either for
Yeah.
milk, for eggs, or for meat,
Yeah,
and then we kill them.
but I think like in the where we live in, it's like we don't have that much place or free ground to live, so they can live freely. So where do you think they should?
They're still
live?
brought into existence only to be killed at a fraction of their
Yeah,
lifespan.
that's right. But where do you think if they will set be freely, where do you think they could live?
But it's not about setting them free, because let's say imagine everybody goes vegan. It
Yeah.
won't happen overnight, will
Yeah,
it?
of course.
It happens gradually, and as it happens gradually, less and less animals are brought into existence.
Yeah.
So there would be less and less animals in that space anyway. And if at some point there will be some animals, we just make a sanctuary and keep them there and keep them safe.
But I think in this sanctuary, of course, it's better. Yeah, no question. But they're also slaves. They can't leave. It's
Well, no, because you're looking after their interest.
But-
If you can let them be free and
Yeah.
let them leave for their interest, you should do that, yeah. But if you can't, then don't do that, because you brought them into existence, right? If you bring a child into existence, you have responsibility over that child, don't you? So if you
Yes.
bring an animal into existence, you have the same responsibility over them. That doesn't mean you can use them, that means look after their interests.
Okay, yeah, but I think where you said an argument about like, yeah, in the farms they can't live,
They
but
can't.
it's the same thing in the sanctuary.
Well, yeah, sure, but in the sanctuary again, they can't leave for their interest. In a farm, they can't leave for the farmer's interest. The farm doesn't allow animals to leave because they want to use the animals, not because it's better for the animals.
Okay, yeah, I understand that argument.
Like that
yeah.
matters, doesn't it, right?
Yeah.
If I keep you in the house because I want to lock you in the house, it's one thing versus keeping you in the house because the air outside is toxic, right?
Yeah.
It's a little bit different. If
Okay,
I'm
yeah.
protecting you versus I'm keeping you for my own thing. That's the same thing. If you keep a cow because you want to use them, it's a little bit different if you keep a cow to keep them safe.
Yeah, I understand that. Yeah, but how do you think you can actually change people's mind to go more vegan?
I don't know. I'm trying to have conversations with people. Some people are watching. Some people, I hope people who are watching do get to change a little bit of their mind. That's all I hope.
Yeah.
The reality is I can't. People need to make choices by their own. I can't make people change.
Yeah, of course. Yeah. Do you think the veganism or vegetarians activists are doing a great job? Because I think for most of the part, like with climate change activists, they are so radical and just confronting people in an aggressive way. So people are just like shutting off and don't listen to actually saying that, and have like, how do you say, just are so shutting off that they don't hear and react in a different way that you would want to. Do you think?
Depends on the person. There's forms of activism that are good. But let me ask you this: if you were locked away in somebody's house and they're about to kill you, how would you want somebody to do activism for you?
It's really complicated because I think when you actually, for many people, like eating meat, I'm just saying that in their perspective, it's freedom. It's freedom what I can eat, what I can do, what I can drink, and if you are saying that in such an aggressive way and confronting them in such an aggressive way, they feel like you're taking away their freedom, so they start to react in a different way that you want to. And I think it's not the best approach.
Depends on the person. I don't really care. To be honest, I feel all forms of activism are valid. I don't know if you've done activism ever, but I know it can seem like the radical ones are not good enough forms of activism, but the reality is they reach a lot of people. A lot of people then think about the topic. A lot of people understand the seriousness of the issue. Because if you only speak like, oh, that's okay, you can choose whatever you want, it's a little bit like, you shouldn't be able to choose whatever you want. These are essentially, at the end of the day, they are sentient beings who, the minute you choose to buy an animal product, you choose for one of them to be brought to life, only to be treated like an object and killed.
Yeah, I think how you do it, it's good because
Yeah.
you have like a conversation, you have like a discussion, you let me think about it, let me actually think about how I think. But I think like the climate activists who like blew them on the street, that's just such an aggressive way that it's actually making people angry and actually doing the opposite thing.
But it's a different cause, isn't it? Because in that situation, you need to attract the attention of authorities, not of people, right?
Yeah, but I think I know, like in the German country, there is one activist which shows people who is shouting at children, saying they are killers, and that's actually doing the opposite
The
thing.
militante
again.
veganerin.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know Rafaela. She's awesome. She's good.
Yeah.
But she knows what she's doing.
But I think
She's doing this
yeah.
out of strategy. She's doing it so that she can get more people interested in the veganism. Maybe the people who she speaks to will be, as you said,
Yeah.
triggered. But then there's people who understand that, hey, that's something serious. We shouldn't just be.
Yeah, but I think it reaches a lot of people, but it actually portrays veganism as something bad because it's such an aggressive way, and it actually portrays many vegans wrong. And I heard that of many vegans that are angry with her because they don't like how she does it, how she portrays them.
I'll tell you what, I speak to so many
Yeah.
people on the street, if it helps.
Mm-hmm.
Nobody likes the topic. I've spoken to people being so calmly. On Sunday, I had a person who got triggered instantly, called me a liberal, and then ran off, like instantly.
Okay.
Some people are just triggered. It doesn't really
Okay.
matter. It really doesn't, like how you speak to them. And at
Yeah.
the end of the day, don't you think, should it really matter how we speak to people? Shouldn't the message be more important?
I think, of course, a message, but you want to reach a lot of people.
I do,
You want
yeah.
to change minds, so I think it matters how you speak them because that's the point of what you're doing. You want to change people, how they think, how they consume, and if
How
you
about we
don't-
do this?
Yeah.
You go vegan, and then you do activism how you feel is best. That's what I did. I did activism how I feel
Yeah.
it's best. And then
Yeah.
you speak for animals how you think it's best.
Yeah.
Wouldn't that be fair? I think we're all entitled to speak about a certain cause that we care about however we want to.
Yeah.
Whether it's good or bad. We have different opinions. I still think it's good. But at least she's speaking up for animals. So, there's at least that.
Yeah. I think actually, yeah, she's doing something than rather doing nothing. That's
Exactly.
actually good. Yeah. It's a perspective thing. Yeah.
So, normally I give people cards, but I don't have cards. Can you pull up your phone on YouTube and there's a documentary that I want you to watch? And then that's it. Just
Okay.
It's called Dominion.
Dominion. How long is it? Because we actually have to go.
You don't have to watch it now. No.
Yeah.
This one.
Okay. Yeah.
Can you promise me you'll watch it?
Okay. Yes.
Okay, and make better choices. You make better choices. You can respect animals.
Yes.
Okay. If
Okay.
you were in their shoes, you would want somebody to
Yeah.
respect you. Okay.
Okay. Nice to meet you.
Have a good one.
Bye.
Cheers. Such a ridiculous thing to say. They're not doing activism the right way. They should be doing activism a different way. I don't like that that she's telling people to stop. Come on. Rafaela is awesome. She's doing a great job.
We're here to talk to you.
Give me 1 second.
Are you doing like Instagram or something?
No, it's I'm live on my YouTube channel. Are you guys okay being live on my YouTube channel?
Yeah, sure.
How old are you guys?
18.
Okay, perfect.
How many views do you have?
Right now, 240. You want to come here so that you're in view?
Yeah, do it.
Nice. What are your names?
I'm David.
I'm Hayden,
Where are you guys from?
California, San Francisco.
Well, you don't need to go like this. It's
Yeah,
California, San Francisco. I'm Chip. Nice to meet you. I'm
Nice
from
to meet you,
Romania,
sir.
but I live here.
Sure,
Nice to meet you.
Yeah.
From
So
Romania.
I'm an animal rights activist. I fight for the rights of animals.
Okay.
Do you guys think animals deserve rights?
Yeah.
100%.
100%. Okay. Do you think animals should be objectified, like treated like an object?
No, I don't think so. It depends on the animal though.
Depends on the animal.
I mean, it's well, all I mean, plants are animals, kind of. You know what I mean? It's living life. So like,
Plants are not animals.
I mean,
no.
yeah, not animals, but like it's. I guess what you determine is like, an animal's conscious or not. How much emotion do animals feel? Which
We have
which
science
animals
to,
feel
do,
different?
we have science
Of course,
to,
I mean,
to say
pigs
which animals
are
are
like
sentient.
99% or whatever. The DNA is like super similar. We slaughter them in warehouses, so it's like, I mean, also, yeah, I don't know. What's your goal with this?
So I'm trying to get people to stop supporting the objectification of animals. Do you guys think you're supporting the
Yeah.
And can you
commodification of
describe the?
animals?
Yeah, I mean, we support it by buying hamburgers and stuff, right?
There
Are
you
talking
go.
about
That's
like
food,
Yeah, of
clothing,
course, yeah.
entertainment.
Sure,
I'm
sure.
assuming in the case of clothing, you guys can live without leather and stuff, right?
Yeah.
Entertainment, you can live without going to zoos, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Can you live without cosmetics tested on animals also?
Cosmetics. I'm not sure what that entails. Like, as in, like
Just
what
buying
we
the
use.
cosmetics that
I-
aren't
I-
tested
Oh,
on animals.
yeah,
think,
right.
Yeah, you definitely could live without that. I just
Yeah.
think the hardest thing to live without is the food aspect of it.
Okay.
Honestly,
Yeah.
that's what I struggle with. I mean, I've
Like
seen
being a vegetarian.
But
Yeah,
but
I-
before we go there, do you think we need to consume animal products?
Do we think we need the
We-
cosmetic animal product?
Do you think we need to consume animal products?
Well, we don't need to,
I don't.
but.
That's a good question. I
Isn't
don't.
like insects or something, like the protein insects? Like
Yeah,
we
I
humans
mean,
could survive on
Not
that,
insects
stuff
also.
like
We
that.
can. Do you think we can thrive on a plant-based diet when it comes to food?
Yeah, I think humans can definitely thrive on
I
a plant-based
don't
diet.
know.
There's protein that can be gained
Maybe-
from plants and everything. I think that
Maybe like in countries like this, but in like, I mean, a lot of places people need like meat and stuff in their diets to be, nourished.
Why?
Because, I mean, you need protein and stuff. I mean, people that like in countries that eat only rice and all these very like simple diets are genuinely malnourished. I mean, I was just in Indonesia and they have rice, they don't have beans. I mean, they eat meat a few
have
times.
beans.
Not where I was. It wasn't served commonly, but
I don't know what you chose, but they have beans in Indonesia.
no, I'm sure they have beans in Indonesia. I'm just saying that the general diet of this village that I went to, that was very secluded. It was fried rice with like one egg and like and it just it creates it's malnourishment too. So I think meat definitely helps these countries. Like if you're able to eat more meat, you're able to grow healthier and grow stronger and build your kind
Why?
of.
Why do you
meat-
glorify meat so much?
Well, because meat it's really nourishing. It has it's really.
not.
I mean,
it's
it is,
just
yeah,
energy
for
dense.
sure.
It's not nutrient dense.
Okay, so what would be your alternative?
I don't know any. When it regards to meat, soy. Soy is
Okay.
the best alternative.
And
You
so
get
what-
you get high amounts of protein, low amounts of fat, and
Okay.
yeah, you can whatever vitamins you need, you can get them from a plant-based diet anyway.
Right, and you think that's accessible to everyone?
Yeah, because most of the soy we grow to feed the animals anyway. So a lot of the times, if they are feeding animals, they're probably feeding them soy already. So yeah, we can just feed ourselves the soy instead of feeding the animals.
And so, what type of actions are you expecting people to make? Like
Well-
within changing their, I mean, are you trying to
Yeah, I'm trying to change people's minds to stop seeing animals as objects and try to for their actions to reflect what they think, right? Because I think most people would agree that what we do to animals is wrong, right? Like,
I definitely agree. I mean, I think that for me it depends on the animal. I think that, like, for example, like, obviously the way they treat cows in the giant factories, like, I've seen the videos and all that
Even
stuff, and
chickens and
it's
stuff.
horrible. Yeah, chickens, pigs, all that. But I think, like, with creatures like fish, who I mean, I don't really know too much about how sentient they are, but to me it seems like they're not too conscious. Like,
they are sentient, though, most of
I
them.
mean,
It
they're
depends on the
sentient.
species,
Depends
of
on the
course.
fish. But
Depends
a
on
lot
the
of
fish, but I think that, like, for example, like cod, I don't really have.
They are sentient, yeah.
I don't.
And-
I don't have much of a problem with that, as opposed to, like.
Because they look so different to you. That's the whole thing about it, isn't it? Our brains don't actually judge based on the individuality or how they are. We just judge based on how they look like. And the fish doesn't have any form of limbs. They're just essentially a body who's moving around. And they look so different to us. Then we can say, I don't really have a problem with them being killed. They're so
Well,
different from me.
Yeah, but
I think like a whale
Okay.
looks like that, and I
Right.
definitely don't think we should. be
I
killing
understand what you're
whales.
saying, and like it's good. It's good stuff. Obviously we should not be mass slaughtering these animals in the way
Should
that
we
we're
be
doing them.
slaughtering any animal?
I think that
For
we're
optional
humans.
products?
We eat meat. We're carnivores. We have
don't
a mixed
have to.
diet. We don't have to,
Omnivores.
but that's how we live. That's our society, and I don't think that
Wait, so
you should
wait,
cherish.
something being, sorry for interrupting you there, but something being part of our society, do you think makes it moral?
No, I don't think that at all. I
Do you
just
think we
that,
as humans should be living morally?
Yeah, I think we should be living morally, but I don't in my moral compass, I don't feel that like hunting is I think the killing of animals is part of human nature.
So
and
we
it's
should be
part of
killing
animals.
dogs.
I mean, predator. Okay, so look, you can throw as many things as you want. Like,
I'm just
oh,
curious,
should be
like,
killing,
is dogs okay to be killed for you?
I mean, man, like I wouldn't want to kill a dog, and I have a dog myself, but I mean, some
personally-
people
Okay,
in
then,
different
would it
countries,
be okay for you
if they need to kill a dog to eat the dog, then that's totally
Would
acceptable.
a cat be okay for you to exploit and kill them for an optional product for you?
I mean, dude, exploiting versus killing for the basis of eating is different. So
They're
I
both
mean,
exploitation,
I
yeah.
don't need to do that because I have.
So
there's
do you
other food
do you
that I can
believe
eat,
that,
but-
like, it's the same thing when, you know, cows are being mass slaughtered compared to if there's a hunter that goes out with
Right,
a bow
you
and
have
shoots his
different-
deer and eats
Yeah,
it all. keeps
Obviously,
everything.
first of all, I don't think hunting is good. I think hunting is bad. Obviously, factory farming is worse, but they're both bad. Doesn't really matter, right? Like, let's put it this way: if I'm a feminist, I gave this example already a couple of times today. If I'm a feminist, I can either rape women, and I can slap women's asses. None of them would make me a feminist, of course.
Yeah.
But one is obviously worse than the other, isn't it? If I rape a woman, it's obviously worse than if I slap women's asses, but both are bad. Both are disrespecting them. It's the same with animals, right? Like, I could either choose to bring them to life and kill them as babies, or I could hunt them. Both are bad.
And let them live out
Okay,
a life
so,
in the
so
wilderness.
do you value animal life the same as human life?
No.
Okay, that's fair enough.
But I think I think it
where does
doesn't
that-
matter
where does
who I
that
value.
stand up? 'Cause-
Why does it matter who I value? Because obviously you
Okay.
guys are very low on my scale of value, right? Like, you guys are strangers to me. You have almost essentially no value to me. Like, I have no value to you. So at the
you
end
don't
of the
have no
day,
value to me.
well,
You-
it's
you
close to
value me.
nothing, right? Like,
I guess so.
obviously, if I die in a week, you guys are not going to be like, huh? You guys are like, huh? Okay, and move on. So I have basically no value to it. So, and it's okay. We're strangers. I don't have a need for you to have value in your eyes. It's just that the reason why you wouldn't exploit and slaughter me is not because I have zero value to you, or any of these people who you see over here have zero value to you. It's because you recognize that they have intrinsic value, the value that they have on their own. And it's the same for animals. They also have intrinsic value. To you, your life is everything. To me, my life is everything. To an animal, their life is everything.
Yeah.
We
True.
wouldn't.
All
Yeah, I
life
see what
is
you mean. I see what you mean. It just
equal.
right. So I'm just trying to gauge the point at which you would like prioritize not killing animals versus human suffering. Like if a
I'm not
group-
asking anybody to suffer.
Right, but if people need animals to
Sure, but you
survive,
guys don't.
maybe we don't.
We
yeah,
don't.
maybe
We
we don't.
don't.
Yeah.
You're right. We
I'm
don't.
not gonna go vegetarian.
But let's not speak on the behalf of others, because every person I spoke to has had a different situation.
Sure.
So let's speak about your situation. So in your situation, you guys don't need to. So why would you continue supporting this exploitation and slaughter of innocent animals?
That's a good question.
For me, comes down to, for lack of a better word, laziness, lack of wanting to change. I mean, honestly, like that. It's as simple as that. Like, I understand. I do feel guilty about eating meat, and I should stop, but I'm lazy. I don't really want to. That's it comes down
I
to
mean,
that.
it's a little hard to. It's noble to take individual action on this, but it's hard to take action when it's such a little difference.
Do you think
because
it's noble, or do you think it's an obligation to take action?
I don't think it's an obligation.
I think it's
I
noble.
think that.
So wait, do you think
in
people
my- in
should
my
have the
mind,
right
I
to
don't-
oppress animals?
Yeah,
I think people have the right.
But do you
I-
think they should have that right?
whether they should or shouldn't
think-
isn't really. I mean, they already have
But this
it.
is what
and
we're
it's-
talking
yeah,
about. We're
but-
talking about
but this-
morals.
but
So
like,
should, ought to.
Should people have the right to
Oppress
oppress animals?
Yeah.
When you say oppress, is in like industrially, like
Oppress means cruel or unjust treatment.
Okay.
I think
So
it,
that
I think
means
it depends on the animal.
Obviously, bringing them to life to kill them is oppressive because it's
yeah,
unjust,
yeah,
right?
You're right.
So
It's hard for me to. I don't know. We've been doing that for a long time. So
Yeah.
I mean, 50,000 years ago, basis of civilization, we were hunter-gatherers. So
does that make it right that we've been doing it for a long time?
No. It doesn't make it right. Slavery's been going on for a long time.
Exactly,
So
exactly.
I understand that
You
point.
use my example.
but Yeah,
in
no,
that
no,
example,
sure.
yeah.
Yeah, but I mean, it's a tough one because yes, you feel bad for animals. I would never want to go hunting. I don't like killing animals. I've been fishing a few times. I even feel bad for the fish sometimes, knowing
Yeah.
that they don't feel pain in that way.
They do feel
But
pain.
I mean, I've scuba dived a lot, so I have a lot of appreciation for aquatic life. But there's a lot you can do to preserve life that doesn't involve like not eating meat.
This
Like,
isn't about preserving life. This is respecting individuals' rights. If it came to preserving rights, and I had to kill 3 of your friends, there are 3 here, I don't think you would accept it, would you? Right? Like if I said, hey, I'm preserving life, I'm just gonna kill 3. It won't matter anyway. There's such a large population on this planet, but to them it means everything, right? Even taking 3 lives means nothing in this whole planet, but it means everything to them. It's the same for animals. It means everything to them. So I'm just saying, like, I understand all of this perspective, but if you detach yourself a little bit from what you want out of them,
yeah.
you realize how unfair it is, how we treat them and what we do to them.
So
I agree with
you
you.
just
Yeah.
I would say one. I like your hat. I
Thank
think
you.
it's very cool.
I'm a big
I
fan
love
of Rick and Morty.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's
same.
fire.
But
Yeah.
I disagree with them. I think in the way that we eat animals and we go to a grocery store and you just kind of buy something, you cook it, and you eat it without thinking about it. I think that's a lot worse than maybe going out and doing your own hunting.
I think it's a lot. It's worse. We just discovered, but both are
What
bad.
person has
right?
time to go out and hunt every meal?
No, I'm not saying
No.
that's reasonable. I'm just saying if you're thinking this is a moral conversation. From
Yeah.
a moral
Right.
standpoint of views, if you're just mindlessly spending a few euros on a chicken or on some ground beef, that's a lot less meaningful, and it's also a lot more oppressive, I think, because one, those animals don't even have a chance to live, They grow up in those areas, they're fed shit food, they're depressed and sad all their lives, and then they're slaughtered, and you're eating that
All their
type of
life
meat.
being a tenth of what their natural lifespan is.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So, I think if you can maybe go out into the wilderness and you hunt for a deer with your own bow and arrow.
But how
that's a
about
lot
doing
more-
none of it?
How about doing none of it? Well, I guess your argument is because since you
Because we
can
don't need to
sustain
do-
life.
yeah,
Okay.
exactly.
Yeah,
Well,
yeah,
that's
'cause you can't
understandable. I
sustain-
think,
yeah.
I think one, from a moral perspective, yes, that would be arguably better. I'm not gonna act like plants have feelings just like animals.
They
Like it's not the
don't,
same
yeah.
thing. That's a dumb argument. But I do think from a realistic standpoint, the world is so culturally centered around meat and meat eating and animal products.
But that's how it is. Do you think that's how it should be? I understand how
No.
it is. Do you
I don't think it should be that way.
No, exactly.
I don't think it should be
Right,
that
but-
way, but I think it's something that's understandable, especially when it comes from a culture. Like very long ago, maybe they were cherished more, the animals, like you use every part of the animal, you use the bones from them, you use the brains, you use all of it towards yourself, and I think that's less oppressive because at least you're honoring
Still
the life of
oppressive,
it.
though.
Yeah, but
Paul,
back
You're not
then,
honoring them.
Paul,
Come
we're
on.
talking about what we do and how if we would change, would you change your lifestyle and not go to a sandwich shop and buy a steak sandwich?
and never eat meat again in my life.
Not never. I mean, is that what you're saying?
No, I
I'm
don't
saying
think.
don't oppress animals. Yeah.
So
that,
never
that
eat meat
entails
again.
never eating meat.
Yeah.
Never eating meat again. No. wouldn't
No,
do it.
I don't
You
think.
can eat plant-based meat. What do you mean?
Yeah, I know.
No,
I
I mean,
just wouldn't do it.
I don't
Why?
know.
What's
I
so
would-
bad about plant-based meat? Do you think that the
I like
taste?
meat.
Do you
I
think
love
that the
bacon.
let me put it this way. Do you think that the taste difference between plant-based meat and the flesh of an individual or bacon? By the way, pigs are killed in gas chambers, man. That's
Yeah.
one of the worst things ever.
Sure.
Versus plant-based bacon, which is so similar to it. Do you think that the taste difference justifies taking the life of an innocent sentient being? A meal that you forget about in a couple
Yeah,
of
obviously
weeks,
not.
their whole
But
existence.
obviously not. But that doesn't. I'm not gonna stop. Like I'm not gonna lie to my friends. It's just
So
not.
then
like,
why do
in
you
a
say
practical
obviously?
sense.
Wait, why do you say obviously not if you're not gonna stop? Because that means you want it to be that way, but in reality it's not that for you.
Because he just doesn't. We just don't
It
care
just,
that much.
yeah, I'm sorry. I mean, there's so much.
It's
There's so many
literally-
like bigger problems in the world that I'm not gonna focus on. I'm not gonna devote.
So
like,
nobody's
my
asking you
attention
to
this.
focus on this. I'm just
Well,
asking
it
you to
does
make
take
different
focus.
choices.
It takes. Okay, you say it like it's such an easy thing.
It is.
Changing, it's not easy.
It is
no,
very
it's not.
easy.
No, it's not. I'm sorry, sir. Look,
Have you done it?
I haven't tried, but I can see how it wouldn't be easy. And
It
I
is.
maybe for you it's easy, but everybody's different. And I know people that have tried to be vegetarian, can't do it. I mean, my mom says every day that she wants to eat less meat, and it's
not just
hard.
meat, dairy products, so eggs, all of them exploit
yes,
animals.
All right,
yeah.
sure. So like, going vegan would be fucking really hard, and I wouldn't want to do that. And that's like, it's not practical in my
So
life.
what if
And that
what if
takes
being
lot
a
of focus.
feminist would be hard? Would you choose to not be a
Okay,
feminist?
So look.
Would you choose to not respect women's rights if it were hard?
Okay, well, I think that's a little bit of an alternate
It isn't,
conversation.
because veganism is to animals what feminism is to women. So I'm trying to understand, because is it strictly because yeah, veganism is to animals. It's about respecting animals' rights. It's not about what you eat, or you can choose to eat whatever you want. Just respect their rights, you know.
Okay, sure.
So it's the same for women. Like, respect their rights. That's what feminism is. So I'm curious that if we lived in a world where it would be difficult to be a feminist because people just disrespected women all the time, would you say, well, I don't want to stop. It's difficult.
I
for
care
me.
about women more than I care about animals.
Yeah, I think you're making a connection between animals and humans there. So I think like people feel a little more personally towards humans because it's someone they could talk to and relate to, and like
Yeah,
have
but all the
conversations
reasons
with.
that you guys brought up for not wanting to change are the same reasons that if you were to grow up in a society where women's rights wouldn't be respected, you wouldn't stand up to them because everybody else is doing it. We've been doing it for thousands of years.
Yeah.
Same for slavery. You wouldn't stand up to
true.
slavery. You would just continue participating in
Well,
it.
why do you think people?
Well, do you think
why do
you think if
hold
you
on a
were
second,
if you were risen in a time of slavery or
Yeah, that's what I'm
extreme
saying.
I mean, I clearly
discrimination,
stood up. Yeah, I clearly stood up to any form of
Okay,
discrimination that I was part of. Yeah.
Okay.
People, okay, let's use the Holocaust, Nazis for a reason, right?
Yeah.
You think everyone in Germany who became a Nazi was an evil person that like
Yeah.
is so much worse
If
than
they
us?
knew what they're doing, they were
Okay, so
evil. Yeah.
I'm sorry, but you're wrong. People are made by their experiences, by how they grew up. I'm the person I am because of where I grew up and how. I mean, I'm very privileged. We're all very privileged to live where we are.
So that's it. Wait, until what point do people stop
Okay,
growing up?
Are you talking about nature versus
At what point
nurture?
do people stop growing up? Because I'm
You're
trying to
growing
understand.
up your entire life.
Okay.
You
So
change it.
doesn't that mean that maybe right now is the moment for you to grow up and stop exploiting animals?
Okay, but that's not even what I'm talking about. We're talking about
Like, why would
that's
you
a
continue
side-
supporting the exploitation of animals? That's what I'm trying to
Okay.
ask about. You're trying to come up with justifications on why it's hard for you, but at the end of the day, you forget that for the victims, it's considerably harder. They're put in a cage, or they're stripped of their existence, all for a fucking sandwich, man.
Yeah.
If you were in their shoes, nobody would want that done to you. You wouldn't want that done.
If
Like,
I was in a
keep the
pig's shoes-
perspective, all of it, not just your perspective, the whole perspective. It makes it way easier
no, that's
when you
true.
think about the victims also.
Yeah, sure. I mean, it's
They
true.
do have a life just like we do. I mean, there's no life is better than the other. But
yeah, there's no
Exactly.
denying that.
To them, their life matters just as much. And if you think they live happily, even on a cool farm or whatever, take a look at a cow in a
but I'm sorry,
sanctuary and take a look at a cow
I'm sorry,
on a farm.
sorry. But life does vary. But I mean, you don't value inside life. You don't value an animal life the same as a human. So I see what you mean.
That's
Like the
his
lives
point.
are the same.
But that's my point. Yeah, it
That's
doesn't
his
matter
point.
who I value or how I value. It's the value that they have on their own.
yeah.
Okay. But
I agree
that
with
means
that.
that you value that though. So that you're putting value onto that by respecting their individual value.
I respect individuals, yeah.
Yeah,
Right.
anything that's
Individual
living.
animals. Right.
Individuals, animals, humans, non-humans,
okay,
whatever.
okay,
It doesn't
okay,
really
right,
matter.
so
If
then-
they're
but
an
then that means
individual,
you
I
value
respect
them.
them, yeah.
Okay, so you're valuable because you have a baseline respect for this. So
Well, I value them enough
my
to not cut
baseline-
their throat for a sandwich,
Sure,
yeah.
but my baseline respect for humans is just different than it is for animals. I mean, I
But for
understand.
animals, it seems like you don't value them at all because you couldn't even give them their existence
Yeah, I don't value them enough to
in
go
line
vegan.
for a sandwich.
Sure.
I mean,
But
it's not
I-
about animals versus humans. It's just about if you have the love for animals enough to
Or
treat
just
them.
And
the
all
love
of
for,
us
like,
don't.
all life in
All of us
general.
don't.
It's
No,
not
I
even
guess
love.
not.
I,
Just
I
a
never
chicken.
loved animals that much. For me, it was just a thing of fairness. I
Yeah,
consider
equality.
myself a fair person, and I can't go through life saying I'm a fair person when at the same time I'm paying for individuals who have an experience of the world, who are subjects of their own universe, to be enslaved and killed for me. I just can't do that. Does it still happen? Yes, it still happens. I try to speak up for them also, but at least I don't want to be part of it. At least I can go to sleep at night knowing that I'm not part of it.
May I ask you this?
Sure.
So you said like in a time of slavery, you would definitely be one to stand up because in contrary, in this lifetime you are.
Yeah.
Right. So, but how about for the people that were in those type of lifetimes, or maybe may live in an area where they want to become vegan but they can't because of their financial situation? You know, someone may grow up in a very poor area. They might not have access to cleaner foods or vegan alternatives. So how would you speak to those people on terms of morality?
Sure. So it depends on every person, right? I would say obviously I don't want anybody to die. I'm not advocating for people to die.
Yeah.
If I'm on a deserted island and the only way for me to survive would be to consume animal products, I might consume animal products, right? But the whole point about it is trying to do your best, but your actual best, right?
Okay.
Because if you think your best is, oh, I'm going to have dairy from time to time just because you like it, that's not your actual best, right?
Yeah.
And most people are not intellectually honest with this, because veganism essentially means rejecting animal exploitation as much as possible and practicable. So there is this clause in, if somebody cannot do it in any way, but they try their best, they're still vegan in theory, because they are trying their best. But you have to try your best. And the thing about it is, a lot of the times, because we grew up in this Western society, we think that meat is a staple for everybody in this world, but it isn't. My parents went bankrupt, they lost their house, they lost their everything, and from eating meat every day, now they eat meat once a week. They're not vegan, sadly, but because it's so expensive, because it's cheaper to be plant-based, they mostly consume plant-based, and that's the sad reality. Well, that's the reality in most of the world. If you look at cultures in South Asia or whatever, I think all across Asia, most people eat plant-based mostly because it's cheaper. And there's been 3 studies in Western Europe, UK, US, and Australia, and it's up to 30% cheaper to be plant-based also in all of these countries. When we think about vegan food, we just think about the substitutes, and those are usually more expensive indeed.
Yeah.
But if you think about the staple foods, beans, rice, lentils, chickpeas, pasta.
Yeah, they do be
they're usually cheaper. Yeah.
Would you so someone that maybe is like me and I can't quite consider fully going vegan in this time because, you know, maybe I'm just being selfish, but you know, I value like dairy and eggs and whatnot. Do you also respect someone that tries to do as best as they can to do half and half? I mean, it may not be the best that I can do, but like,
what do you mean by respect?
Well, like,
yeah. Do you, that's a good
well,
question.
well,
Do
because
you still respect people like us?
Yeah, like,
I'm
is it something
I
that
mean,
like
I
you
don't respect
shun?
your choice. I do respect you, but not your choice.
So you respect me as a person.
So do you respect someone more if they say they don't eat any meat but they still consume dairy? Like, is it somewhere where you're trying to recruit as much help as possible, or you only want the people that are trying to be pure?
I'm an abolitionist.
Okay.
I don't think slavery we should have said only enslave them on Tuesdays, or only enslave them for cotton.
Okay.
I don't think any of it. I'm just against all animal exploitation. So I tell people to be against animal exploitation. What you choose to do with this going forward, I cannot police you. And obviously, even making different choices every Tuesday, let's say, or every day, making different choices, even if you're not vegan, is obviously still better. But I won't say that that's where you should be, because where you should be is still not exploiting any animals at the end of the day, right? And speaking of dairy, let's just go through dairy real quick, and then I'll let you guys go. So dairy products, do you know why cows produce milk?
I'm sorry?
Do you know why cows produce milk?
To feed their kids?
Yeah. So do you think they get forcefully impregnated, or do you think they get pregnant? Yeah, they forcefully impregnate them. When the baby is born, they separate them. Do you know why they do that?
So that they can have the milk for themselves to consume.
Yeah, because if the baby stays with their mother, they drink the milk. Yeah. If the baby is born male, they kill them.
Yeah.
Veal. That's where veal comes from. And if the baby is born female, every year impregnated, repeatedly, year over year, impregnated, baby is taken and exploited for milk every year like this until the age of 7 to 8, after which they kill them. Do you know why they kill them at that age?
For meat, likely, or
yeah, but do you know why they
stop producing milk?
They stop. They didn't no longer get pregnant.
Yeah.
So cows get pregnant during their heat, when they're in heat, and they only get in heat once a year. So they would have to wait another year, and that's just not
worth it for them.
It's not worth it for them, because they have to feed them the whole year.
Too.
I'll ask you one more thing.
I have a question.
Okay,
too.
one more thing. It's been lovely talking to you. What's your opinion on eating insects? Because a lot of people are concerned with veganism. It's hard to find protein. I know you may disagree with that, but
I mean, I'm a certified nutritionist and I get plenty of protein.
Yeah, I was gonna
I'm
say it
pretty
looks
well
like you go
built.
to the gym,
Yeah.
so yeah.
Yeah.
But like crickets and whatnot, it seem to be very sustainable source of protein.
They're still sentient beings. I would
So-
still not
so
eat
you
them.
sell- you sell
Yeah.
against that.
Interesting.
Yeah,
So-
so I can explain why any sentient being, because sentient beings essentially means you're an individual. It means you have an experience of the world. It doesn't matter how rich or how poor that experience is. It does mean you have an experience of it.
Okay, but that's not what sentient means.
That's what it is. Yeah,
I
it
think- I'm
means
pretty sure- I
subjective
thought
experience
sentient
with
was
positive and negative
something
balanced
like,
emotions.
like you have thoughts and like, or at least you.
I mean, they do have thoughts.
They do have
Insects,
thoughts.
insects have
Insects
like
experience
insects don't really have
positive
a
and negative
brain.
emotions.
They don't
Yeah.
have a brain. No,
They
no,
do?
they don't.
They do, because they have a
If
brain,
their leg
yeah.
gets cut off, it's not like, oh my god, it's like my leg. That's
but
that's
just
just
'cause you
a
have a
signal in
brain
their
doesn't
brain
mean-
that's
doesn't
telling
mean
them
you
they're-
have,
Are you 100% sure about
yeah,
that
yeah,
though?
yeah, I
It
am.
doesn't
They don't have a
necessarily-
brain. They don't have enough nerves to fucking.
Well, they
Insects
don't
have a
generate
brain.
stuff.
No,
It's like a
it-
pea little size.
Doesn't
like,
really
it's
matter.
tiny.
It's no. Sometimes it's not. a
He's
brain,
just saying that
sometimes it's
any
just
form
a-
of
yeah.
life or
It's
any
not actually a
single
brain, or
experience
sometimes
is
it's just a
valued
brain.
valued just as like the same as ours.
Even
Yeah.
microscopic.
But either way,
I mean,
like,
there are
even when I'm
thousands- there are
unsure-
millions of things dying in you right now.
So there's also like sure, but none of those are sentient. So there's also like what do you call bivalves, who I'm not sure if they're sentient or not, right? We still don't know for sure whether they are. And I just go by the precautionary principle. I aim to be safe. I'm not gonna eat them
Yeah.
because I don't need to eat them. So therefore, why would I? They might be sentient, right?
Wait, what is this?
So it's the same. It's the same with insects.
Yeah.
Even if you think they are or they're not, at the end of the day, you don't need to eat them. So why would you choose to eat them?
That makes sense.
Right, it's the same thing. It's just
fair.
it's about making choices, and we could be insects to other beings
If
who are
it's more
huge.
like sustainable though. I mean, at some point, if everyone went vegan,
Yeah,
is
it's a
it
thing.
still more sustainable?
It's not the most sustainable diet, if you talk about environmentally speaking, is the plant-based diet.
Yeah, I mean, cows produce a lot of.
I somehow would think
Civilization,
that
you would lose so many
yeah,
jobs.
Yeah.
It would
So many
crumble.
jobs. It would
Oh,
crumble. That's the thing. Our
We lost
entire
jobs.
civilization is
Yeah.
built upon
So it was during slavery
slavery.
times.
Sure,
Yeah,
but that's
and
different though.
It's not. It's still an injustice that we didn't continue doing it because of the jobs. People can find different jobs. Farmers can move from farming animals to farming crops, and at the end of the day, you know what? Who profits the most out of this is the corporations.
Yeah.
Farmers
I agree with
actually
you
don't
with
make
that.
that much
Yeah,
money.
okay, of course.
So it's just the corporations.
Nobody likes billion-dollar.
Everybody
corporations.
suffers from
Yeah,
this because
yeah,
red
yeah,
meat is carcinogenic to us. White meat,
There are a lot
there's
of
a recent study.
carcinogens. Everything.
Yeah,
Well,
everything's
you're
carcinogenic.
currently getting something. That's
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
sun is also
Carcinogenic.
carcinogenic in it, but not everything is carcinogenic. So
a lot is.
A lot.
depends
Red
on how
meat,
you see it.
if you
Some
eat red
things
meat,
are
you can-
clearly like. Let's just put it this way: when you eat red meat, your the chances of colon cancer increases. It's a type 2B carcinogen. Doesn't really matter.
I mean,
I'm just saying, meat is not that great for you. Neither are dairy products. They're not that good for the
Not that
slaughterhouse
good, yeah.
workers.
It is. I
They're
mean,
not
you
that
can't
good for.
stand here as a
It's like
nutritionist
basis
and say
meat.
like
Yeah.
ground turkey is not good for you.
yeah.
It's not. So actually, white meat. Yeah, there's been a study shown recently in 2025 that the effects of if you eat more than 200 grams of meat with your meal, the detriments that meat has no longer get outdone by the vegetables that you eat. So because vegetables protect you against a lot of this stuff. So if you're going to be eating a lot of meat, it might actually be worse for gastrointestinal cancer. So it's
Yeah,
I-
there are a million
I find that hard to
things- there's a million
believe.
things that
You can
cause,
look it up.
like,
You don't have to
increase
trust
your
me on
chance
this one.
of
It's okay.
cancer.
Well, I mean,
It's
there-
all about.
there are also
it's
many
all about
studies.
Doesn't really matter. At the end of the day, the largest,
many studies. It does matter,
the number one killer worldwide is heart disease. People die of heart disease, and heart disease comes from saturated fat, which is mostly from animal
That's
fat
I'm sorry,
and
but I don't
cholesterol.
think
So
steak is not the number one killer of people.
No.
say it again.
Heart disease comes from a bunch of different things. So
Comes from a
steak
bunch
is-
of different
eating
things,
red
but-
meat is not killing the.
Red meat is carcinogenic,
Yeah,
and
I
it also
understand that.
increases your chances of
That's true.
heart disease.
But
Yes.
the majority of the population who has heart disease is not able to eat enough meat that would cause it. You know what I mean? Like if you eat meat every day or every other day for your entire life, that's really bad for you. Red meat, especially. Steak is not great for you if you're eating it like twice a week. That's a balanced diet. I'm not. I don't know exactly. But
Listen,
know
I wasn't trying to make a point. Okay, whatever. I wasn't trying to make a point that
Yeah.
eating a plant-based diet can be healthier. I'm just saying both are healthy. Okay, but one doesn't exploit animals. And all I'm saying that in the situation that, as you said, like with meat, if you just eat as much as you want, it can't be healthy. It's not healthy. So I'm just saying nobody wins in any of this. Nobody. Slaughterhouse workers have PTSD. Farmers don't get money. Only corporations win, and they win all of this from you and from the governments because they get money brought from you and from the government
And from the animals.
and from the animals suffer the most out of all of this. So let's just make different choices. That's all I'm saying. Okay.
It's very nice to meet you. I
Same.
appreciate talking to you.
Let's
Thank
make
you.
different choices. And if you guys decide that you want to know how to adopt a plant-based diet, Challenge 22. They hook you up with a nutritionist. They send you recipes every day
How long
and help
have
you
you been
adopt a
vegan?
plant-based diet for
Just
free.
out of curiosity.
You've actually convinced me a little bit.
4.5 years, 5.
Lovely.
Yeah.
Well, it's very nice to meet you.
Yeah.
What was your name again?
Chip.
Chip. Nice
Yeah.
to meet you, sir.
What's your YouTube?
That Chip guy.
That chip guy?
Yeah, I normally have cards, but I forgot them today.
Okay.
So
Okay.
okay, I'll
Thank
see you
you.
guys
Lovely to
around.
talk. Nice to talk
Yeah, nice meeting you. Oh, thank you for whoever made another donation. Hey Has, don't say egg, say chicken ovulations. Good one. I don't know, people, I want people to understand the message. We shouldn't get too caught up in the messaging. How long has it been? 1 hour and a half. Okay, I'll wait 30 more minutes and then that's it, everybody. Thank you, YouTubes. You got cards because of brain fog? No, I forgot the cards because I changed my pants. If you can see, I normally wear the black pants, and I removed the cards. I put them in my black pants, and I forgot to take them out. It's okay. It's okay. We will do it. And all my backups are gone. I normally have backups. You missed my great donation, says Renee. Renee, thank you so much, Renee. Hey, Anna. Nice to see you here. I'm sorry I couldn't join last night. I was a bit busy. I had to finish some things for work. Put those weapons away. No, yeah, I this week I started increasing my calorie intake, and just seems like I just grow more muscle if I increase my calorie intake. So expect that. Please don't be sorry. So glad to see you out. Thank you, Anna. If plants can't feel anything, why don't they grow in Antarctica? The harsh climate shouldn't affect them. God damn it, man. If you think plants feel pain, god damn it. Your education system has failed you. Just look it up on Google. Don't trust me on that one.
All right, my friend Chip.
Have a good one, man. Do you live in Amsterdam?
No, we don't.
You
from
don't?
New York.
You're from New York?
Yeah, last day here.
Oh. What are you guys doing today?
We're about to go back to the hotel. We're going to the train station. Then we travel to Prague.
Oh, are you traveling today?
Yeah.
Oh, have you guys biked to Mouden?
Mouden, no.
Oh, guys, you missed out. I see
Really?
you having bikes. Yeah,
Yeah,
it's
where's
like
that?
a 1 hour and a half bike ride, and it's a
Oh.
castle outside of Amsterdam.
That's
It's
what
really nice.
we were thinking of doing that, and we didn't.
The bike ride is sublime.
I'll be back. I'll be back next year.
Okay,
Nice
cheers,
to meet
man.
you, man.
Have a good one.
Yeah.
Cheers. Oh. Same. Show sign to Cam. My sign says I'm doing a social experiment. Come talk to me. But it's reversed because YouTube reverses it. I like these guys. Two of them were actually pretty. You know what I noticed in when I see a group of guys or a group of people, they just left now. They're usually, if there is one guy who is irrational or unreasonably attached to their belief, some of them kind of change their mind because of it. I noticed that. That's very interesting. Cows are people. Completely agree with you, Has. It was interesting that two of them actually were pretty. It felt like they're gonna make changes. I don't think they're gonna go vegan, but they're gonna make changes. As I said, at the end of the day, we do our best. The cat, you can save people as a vegan. Be aware that space money, yeah. Cows are cute as heck. Renee, thank you so much again. Hello to all fellow Tofunia's discipline. First commandment, sending humans into slaughterhouses is okay. Hello, Soya. Oh, you know, Renee, I don't know if you were here, Renee, when there was a person who was criticizing Rafaela. Uh, I swear to God, man. People want to look for a reason to not do something. They just, they don't even need to search it. They just want to look for a reason. I'm back, I'm back, I'm back. I'm back. Is everybody still here? You're here. Come on, we're back. We're back. We're all good. Can you guys hear me okay now? Yes, nice, perfect. Yeah, I don't know. The YouTube app is either the YouTube app kind of sucks or my phone kind of sucks or both. You know, there's a little bit of both. Chip guy, curious, how do you deal with pests in your home like cockroaches? I don't have cockroaches in my home. I don't have any form of pest in my home. I actually maintain a pretty clean home. I don't have any issues like that. But if I did, I'd try to take them out, right? Obviously. When a mosquito enters my house like they did today, I try to take them out. You know, the glass method, you put a glass on them and then you put a sheet of paper under the glass and then you just take them out. It's pretty easy. Gary Yourofsky is equally passionate. Yeah, I agree. Gary Yourofsky is a cool animal rights activist. I don't like what he says about human rights. I don't think we should fuck human rights. I think we should work together, but that's okay. We can have different opposing views on how to do activism, and that's fine. We can hold ourselves to a higher standard. Ah, damn it. Sorry, everybody. You lost your cap again, everybody. I'm trying to take care of you guys. There's this little thing now, this black thing. Sorry about that. It's okay. Halal and kosher. None of it is good. I don't know. It's so funny to me because, you know, the more you see it, the more you realize that you speak to people, animals should have rights. Yeah, animals, it's wrong to treat them wrongly. And the minute you speak about the animals we use for food, bam, everything switches. It's like they're no longer, those individuals are no longer animals. It's like they no longer deserve rights or deserve to live. They should be objectified, treated like objects, exploited, killed. Oh, Ben is leaving. Bye, Ben. Thank you for being here. Lady in jeans. I don't know. Hey, you want to try a social experiment? While you wait? Okay, that's fine. No, she wasn't interested. What country are you doing this in? I'm in the Netherlands. I'm in Amsterdam right now. You can see the beautiful Amsterdam behind me. And a little bit from this side, the canal. There's a bike lane over here. This is a bike lane. This is a canal.
Hello.
Hey, you want to try the social experiment?
Yes, I do.
Are you okay being live for my YouTube channel?
Yes, I am.
How old are you? Wait.
I'm 19.
19?
Yes.
Okay, yeah, that's okay. You want to come here so that you're in view?
Yes,
I
of
love
course,
it.
of course.
What's your name?
My name is Deppie.
Deppie?
Deppie.
I'm Chip. Nice to meet you. Where are
Chip?
you from?
I'm from the Netherlands.
From the Netherlands.
Yes.
Okay. So I'm an animal rights activist. I fight for the rights of animals.
Okay, okay.
Do you think animals deserve rights?
Sometimes.
Sometimes.
Not more, bro. Not more rights than humans.
Not more rights. But do you
No.
think they deserve the right to not be enslaved by humans?
Yes.
Yes.
I do.
Do you think animals in animal agriculture are enslaved by us?
Not really. Not,
Not
really.
really?
You think in zoos? You mean?
No, animal agriculture, I said.
Not really.
No?
Not really.
So what is slavery to you?
What is slavery to me? Black people and shit. Punishments, enslavement. You're trapped. You
Yeah.
can't do shit.
Treating them like property, is that
Mhm.
slavery?
Treating them like shit.
Yeah.
Yes.
Are animals treated like property?
If they're treated properly.
Like property.
Yeah, I think some. Because in the food industry maybe, but
Yeah.
aside from that, not.
Food, clothing also, right? Like for leather, for fur.
Yeah, but it's also for humans, right? So I don't think it's bad. I don't think it's bad.
You don't think it's bad?
No.
So why isn't it bad? It's optional.
It is. It
So
is.
why isn't it bad then?
It's life. It's life. Look at nature.
It's death.
Look
It's
at
not
nature.
life. It's
But-
killing innocent
but
animals.
A fucking tiger is murdering other animals to survive.
Do they need it?
They need it, yes.
Do we need it?
No.
So there is a difference.
There is a difference. There is a difference. There you have a point. I'm not gonna lie, but
Do they have alternatives? Lions?
yes, no, no.
Do we
they
have
need that.
alternatives?
Yes, we do.
There's also
We
that.
do. We do.
So how can we morally justify killing an animal? Would you eat dogs?
Okay. Dogs?
Yeah.
I wouldn't want to try a dog. Yeah.
You would want to try dogs? Would you eat
But it's
humans
not-
then?
No.
No?
Hell no.
Why?
But it's like, would you? Are you
So
vegan?
wait, I'm curious. What do we need to take out of a human so that you're okay with eating them?
I wouldn't eat a human because it's
Regardless.
my own race. It's cannibalism. And
That's just a name. Carnism is a name for eating animals. Doesn't matter that they have a name, does it?
But it's your own species. Why would you do that?
Oh well, wait a minute. Because they're animals. They're also part of the same biological category you are, animalia. Why would you do that? Do you think we should discriminate based on belonging to a certain biological category? Like, do you think we should discriminate based on somebody's sex?
No.
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 No. Do you
No.
think a woman chooses to be born a woman?
No.
A man chooses to be born a man?
No. We can't.
No.
It's
Does
life.
Does a cow choose to be born a cow?
But life is cruel. You know, people murder each other for fun.
And do you
So-
support that?
I
People
don't.
murder?
I don't.
Why do you support murdering animals for fun?
It's not for fun. It's not.
What is it for? Because it's not for necessity.
We can use it as accessory maybe, or we can eat it. We
you
get
support-
healthy from it. It's
So,
good.
so you think it's okay to slaughter animals for fashion?
Yes, I do.
Yeah?
I do because I like fashion too. You know.
Yeah.
So
Yeah. So your moral
I'm
values
not-
are
I-
about what you like
my life doesn't have any impact on it too, right?
on animals.
Yes.
You pay for them to be killed for fashion. Of course, it has impact.
I don't pay for them to be killed. They're already killed. I pay for my product and I wear it or I eat it.
Do you understand supply and demand?
Sorry?
Do you understand supply and demand market?
What's that?
It's the market that we live in capitalism. So if you pay for a product, you demand a product, therefore they will make more of it.
That's true.
So
But,
if you pay for
I
animals to
mean,
be
if
killed,
I like that product, it's okay. Like the animal, the life does matter, but I mean it's used for production. I don't know. I
so
don't
why
know.
wouldn't you do the same for humans then? Why wouldn't you pay for killing humans for fashion?
Because humans are more intelligent than the animals.
Is that a moral value to have?
I think so.
Killing
because
based on intelligence?
Humans are. We made this.
Why
What
does
did-
intelligence matter?
Because we are more intelligent. We built this. We need each other.
So if we find a human being who cannot build any of it, but rather has the cognitive abilities of an animal, then we can kill them.
The animals, they're just.
But if we find
No,
a
we
human
can-
being with the level of intelligence of an animal, we can kill them, right?
If we find a human, no.
No?
No.
But I thought intelligence is the difference.
Shit, man. Yeah. Yeah, you're proving my point.
Have a nice day.
Fuck it, man. I'm going vegan, man. Fuck it, bro. I'm vegan. Fuck it.
Now come on, be
Fuck it,
serious
guys.
here. It's
I don't
animals.
know, bro. I don't know, bro.
Is there really any reason to continue supporting this violence? Hold
For
this
me
a second.
personally, hell yeah.
Is this nice to support?
Kind of.
This is nice to
it's
support.
fucked up. It's fucked up. But I mean, people. I don't know.
Yeah. Do you want to be like this guy who says because it's normal it's okay?
It
Do
happens.
you want to be like this guy who says that because it happens everywhere it's okay?
Nah, it's not. It's not. I'm not fully agreeing with because it happens. It's okay, but
There you go.
I don't think that it's
So if it's not okay, why pay for it?
because I like it. I like the product. I like what I
So
get.
if I like getting dreads, should I be allowed to kill you and wear your dreads?
No, not really.
Wait, what do you mean?
Because
But I like wearing dreads.
that's true, but it's mean. You could.
There you, go.
could. You have
because it's
free
you.
will. You
I
have
love
free
it. I
will.
love that so much. You said
all
it so
have free
nicely.
will.
Because it's you. But this thing that you say because it's you,
Because it's me.
animals feel the same way, man. They're-
But do you think that we should have as much as respect for animals as we have for humans?
I think we should have maybe more respect for humans, but we should not have so much.
But why? Why
We should not have
why
because
should we have more respect for humans than for animals? Why do you think
Because,
that?
as you said, there are species. We can place more moral value on them, but
Yeah.
we shouldn't have so little respect for animals that we take their life for something we don't need.
Mhm.
That's all I'm saying. I'm not saying
It's just
value animals
I
more.
think
I'm just saying
personally
don't.
that I'm standing on my business because I fuck with eating animals. I'm born with a life where I eat chicken. I'm born in a life where I wear clothing of animals.
And here's
So
a difficult one,
it's
right?
normalized for me.
Is this an injustice that we do to animals?
Sorry?
Is this an injustice that we do to animals? Do you think it's fair that we do this to animals?
Not fair. Not fair. It's
So
not
it is
fair.
an injustice.
It's not fair, but it's okay for me.
So let's imagine this. Do you think that if you were born 100 years ago, when women didn't have rights, and it would be fair for you, you would profit from women not having rights. You would essentially be the person who would stand up against women's rights then,
Mhm.
right? Because you profit from it, because you benefit from it, and it's okay.
Yeah.
Do you think that's okay?
No.
Yeah, throughout our human history, we did a lot of injustices. We can't just continue an injustice because we were part of it our whole lives. We
I have a question. Like, aren't meat grow on trees?
What?
That's what I thought. Like, meat
You
grow
agree
on
with him?
trees.
Do you think this guy said meat grows on trees? Do you
Meat
think?
grows on trees?
Swear to God, everyone.
Meat doesn't grow on trees.
Meat doesn't grow on trees. It's the flesh
So,
of a.
you missed your entire life.
It's the flesh of an individual, man. It's the flesh of somebody who wanted to live. You are made of flesh also.
I am.
And you said because it's me. What do you think? How do you think an animal would respond? Don't you think an animal would also say because it's me?
An animal can't talk.
They can't, but if they could, don't you think they would say, "Stop it! It's me. I don't want to be killed."
They can't talk.
Yeah, but look
So
at this
we would
little
never
dog.
know.
What do you think this little dog would do if you wanted to cut their throat? Yeah.
You would cry and shit, but it's fucked up. But
Well, if it was in China,
And if all of it is unnecessary.
it is.
Yeah.
But on the other hand, we're providing humans.
But we don't need to be providing
Food,
humans
bro,
with the flesh
meat
of
is
some-
healthy.
We don't need to be You can be healthy without eating meat, man. You can be healthy without consuming any animal products.
Could be, but I fuck with animal food. So
So because you like it, it's okay.
for me personally, yeah.
So do you think that because if I like having sex with women, that morally justifies me raping women?
No, no.
No. Why?
No.
Because I like it.
That's different.
How is it different? There's still a victim involved, and there's still an action that I like. I'm trying to understand, man. Like, it's just like, do you really think you should be living your life creating victims because you like it?
Personally, I don't care. I like the food. I like the product what I get.
I
So,
don't think you don't care. I think when you see that photo of what happens to
I
animals,
mean-
it's not nice.
it's not nice to see, but it doesn't hurt me or something. I'm not like, oh, I'm not gonna eat food anymore, you know.
So
Because
then,
I was born in a life where I eat animals.
here's a question then. Let's imagine that there's a virus. It's a hypothetical, so try to use your imagination. So there's a virus that kills all the animals. All the animals that we normally farm.
Yeah.
So farmers suggest we start farming cats and dogs. Are you gonna eat cats and dogs?
If that was the only option.
No, well,
hell
you
yeah.
can always eat plant-based, of course.
Yeah, I would try cat and dog and try if it's good. It doesn't change the animal, I don't care.
Okay, so then let's put it this way. Those animals also die. Different hypothetical. Those animals also die. But you know what? We can use intellectually challenged human beings, the ones that are not very smart. Would you be okay with bringing them to life to kill them for optional food?
I mean, yeah. I mean, it doesn't
Okay,
really
well,
matter.
this is
for
where
me.
we end the conversation. The minute when you say
I want
it's
the
okay.
conversation.
Well, the minute when you say it's okay to bring to life intellectually challenged human beings and kill them for an
That's
optional
ideal.
product.
That's ideal. Think about it. More money for the humans.
Oh, dude. Don't
Yeah,
say that.
yeah.
Don't say that.
Hi,
man.
baby. Would you rather not?
You want to have a conversation with me?
Yeah.
Yeah,
I'm
that's
more
okay.
I'm more reasonable.
Sure.
More reasonable.
Yeah.
No way.
Hi.
What's your name?
I'm Ivy.
I'm Chip. Nice to
I'm
meet
18
you.
by the way.
Okay, perfect. So you're okay being live
Yes,
on my YouTube
definitely.
channel? Okay. So, what do you think? You've heard some of the
I've had
conversations.
some of the conversations. I do think he's kind of messing with you. I don't think he's actually serious.
I thought so too. That's why I didn't take him
he's
too
just having
seriously.
fun. But I do think it's horrible that what is happening is horrible.
Yeah.
But then again, there's not much we can do. I mean, this is smart, like the social experiments, telling people what's happening. But I feel like we already know what's happening. We just refuse to acknowledge it or change it.
Well, we can. There's something we can do. We can choose to not support it anymore.
Of course.
Right? And that does make a difference. It saves up to 100 animals per year.
But then again, if one person wouldn't change the entire industry, because if I decide I'm gonna stop eating meat forever, there will always be a person who will buy extra meat. If I stop eating, it won't help hundreds of animals.
Yeah, it does.
Really?
Up to 100 animals per year. Yeah.
If one person stops eating meat,
Yeah. Not just meat, animal products. Yeah.
animal products. Okay. Yeah, I understand what you mean, and I do think it's horrible what's happening. But I don't think one person stop eat meat will change a whole bunch.
Sure, but one person not raping another person doesn't stop all the rape in the world, but it stops
Obviously.
that particular rape.
But I do think referring to rape and not like buying animal products is like a very heavy like.
Do you think animals are
comparison.
raped in animal agriculture?
Sorry?
Do you think animals are raped in animal agriculture?
Not that I mean, probably to become more like I don't know how to put it. I'm not very good at English, so
That's
if
okay,
I'm
that's
trying
okay.
to work for like the way I'm wording things, I do think the animals are being forced to reproduce for like more meat, more
Yeah,
eggs.
so we forcefully inseminate them. Is that not rape?
It is rape, but I think using those examples to make your point isn't just it makes everything like very heavy. I don't
So
know
the
how to
reason
put
why I
it
use that
yeah.
example is because it's amongst the few injustices that we agree on, right?
Mhm.
Like if you find a different injustice that we both agree on, we can discuss it based on that situation.
Okay.
But that's one of the injustices that we both agree on, and it is an injustice to the victim. So I use that. I sometimes use slavery for the same reason because it's an injustice to the victim. It's not necessarily to make it heavier for you or something, right?
understand.
Because I understand that for you, from your perspective, from the perspective of the people that I talk to, most of the times they never thought about the subject or they didn't think about it deeply enough. And when I bring it up as a comparison to slavery or to rape, most people have this knee-jerk reaction of like, how dare you compare this to this? Because one is
It's not
obviously
like that
worse.
at all.
Yeah.
It's just more of my
No.
personal experience. I've
Yeah.
dealt with some stuff.
I'm
and with
sorry
that,
about
it's
that.
okay. It's okay. But I would rather not like have it compared to something like eating animals, for example. Right now, we're having a conversation about like
Yeah.
the animal industry, and I would talk about that rather than the comparison to rape.
Sure, but like, because while I like talking about the animal industry, it's not the industry that I have a problem with. It's the way we see animals that I have a
I
problem
agree with
right?
that. I do
So-
think that the way we see animals now, like it's a product, is very wrong. I do
Yeah.
believe that how we are looking at animals right now, we don't see them as actual living creatures.
We objectify
We
them.
objectify them like
Yeah.
a product, like food, like fashion items, clothes, stuff like that. I do think that's very wrong of us.
Yeah.
But I think that's how we were raised. I mean, in where we are now, I think that's
Yeah.
how people around us are raised, and it isn't a good thing. I mean, when you compare it to, like with the dogs and like household pets, that it's also it's just
Bad.
very bad. It's just very bad because we cherish the animals that we see more like day to life, like cats,
Yeah.
dogs, bunnies, more like in a more human way than we see dogs, chicken, cows, stuff like that.
Yeah.
And I do think that's wrong. I don't support any of like I do see every animal as an animal.
Yeah.
I do eat meat. I'm not gonna say I don't eat meat. I do eat meat, but it's not like I just do it based like, oh, I need to eat meat. I need to destroy animals. It's just dinner, and when it's there, I take it.
Do you think that goes against your own values?
I don't like the thing is I really appreciate all the animals that are out there. It's just the fact that like, how do I word this in English? I'm sorry, to find an English word for what I'm about to say. I think going into my values, I need meat to survive. It maybe isn't like how it works, but I need it for energy, I need it for strength. It's not like I always.
What if you could have energy and strength without eating animal products?
I tried it for a while. My mother is vegan, and I did try that for a while, but I got so weak and like.
Maybe you weren't eating enough.
That could also be possible, but I felt like I was missing something in my day-to-day life food. Like with dinner, I just need something like strong to get me steady for the day. But like I understand that it does look like it's going against my morals, but I do feel like a small amount of meat consumption isn't the end of the world. If it's like every single day.
To you, no.
Yeah.
But do you think to the animal who gets killed, is it? Like, obviously, like imagine if you're the victim and you're the only victim being killed for meat. It doesn't mean anything to the whole world because you're just one human being. But to you, it means everything, doesn't it?
It does. You're right. I do see what you're trying to say.
So don't you think that in these actions that we're choosing, we should be looking at the victims also, not only our perspective?
I see. That's a very good point. But do you think that no one should ever eat meat again?
Yeah, not coming from animals. Like if you want lab-grown meat or plant-based meat or anything like that, sure. And I don't oppose eating meat. I oppose the exploitation, abuse, and slaughter of animals. Right? That's
Obviously,
why
yeah. But what's your opinion then on like how do you say that in English? Hoe heet dat ook weer? Als je zeg maar die dieren hebt, so I'm trying to like find English word. De dieren die bij goede boerderijen zijn voordat ze worden geslacht. Hoe heet dat?
Slachthuis.
Nee, maar goede boerderijen. Like waar ze echt groeien, zeg maar. Fuck, I'm trying to explain this, but like those like farm.
Breeding?
Yeah, no. When it's like healthy, like they grow up good, they eat well, and like it's just when they die of old age, they get like. I know. No,
but that doesn't happen anywhere.
Really, because I was talking with my mother, but there are like alternatives where there's like places where they do have like meat, like selling meat of like passed away animals.
No,
Maybe I misunderstood that.
No, so it doesn't happen anywhere. I thought the same. It doesn't
Okay.
really happen anywhere.
I'm sorry. Then I misread that somewhere.
No, that's okay. That's okay. Like, so this is the average of what animals live. You see that they barely live to half their lifespan.
I see.
Chickens are the worst, I think. Broiler chickens are the ones who can live. Well, it's between 5 and 10 years. This was, all this data, by the way, is made in a way that it favors the people who consume animals in a way that, so when we use data like this, we usually try to not be too much on our side. We try to be more on the other side so that people see the goodwill. And chickens can live 5 to 10 years and they get killed at 42 days or something.
Yeah.
Dairy cows are the only ones who live a little bit longer, and egg-laying chickens, but they all get killed when they can no longer produce. Farmers don't make money from this that much. They would have to feed them, and
I see.
they can't keep them. Cows can live 24 years.
And I'm also confused because I feel like there are situations where there's I wouldn't say healthy, but a more human way to like produce meat to like the people. I thought that was like a real thing. I'm not sure if I don't know. I can't really say anything about that. If it's wrong, then I'm wrong.
But replace the animal with a human, right? And imagine, could there be a humane way of taking somebody's meat to eat?
I do think there's a humane way, and I think
for a human being.
Yeah, if we just like to switch roles, in my perspective, I think if, let's say, I grew up somewhere from like age, whatever, 0 to 90, 100, whatever, I'm old, I'm dead, then I wouldn't mind if my body gets used for consumption.
I see what you mean, yeah. But
that's what I'm trying to say with like when it's like a more humane way to produce meat to different people. So when they were raised from young to age, or when they're sick, or when they're done.
So let me put it this way: I don't have a problem with people eating meat. I don't have a problem if somebody, if an animal dies on the street, and you take them from the street and you, I don't know, slice them and you eat them. Like if they die of natural or get hit accidentally by a car or something. I don't have a problem with that. I still think it's a form of objectification of animals, right?
I do
but
see what you mean.
but I wouldn't be on the street telling people to not do that. My problem is with the idea of bringing to life sentient beings only to treat them like an object and kill them. My problem is with the way we treat the ones who feel, who emote, who think.
I do see why, I do really agree with you when we see animals now as like really just a product and not like a real human being, an animal with feelings. Because we know that pigs have like the emotional intelligence of a 4-year-old child.
Yeah.
Like we know that they have feelings, they are real, they can feel, they know. So I do think we should be more considerate about the animals these days because we really abuse them and we use them for human gain. I do believe that. But I do also believe that you want to hold this?
Yeah. Do you know how we kill pigs, by the way? I'm sorry.
I know. I have a vegan mother. She showed me everything.
She showed you.
Don't worry, I already saw everything.
Okay.
Yeah, it's horrible. The same way with cows as well. Like the shooting to the head. It's horrible. They always know. You can always tell they know that's about to die. And it's horrible. I'm not saying that I support that. We at my household.
But you do support it if you buy animal products, right? You say you don't, but your actions say something else.
I see what you mean. I mean, we do always. My family and I, we buy like biological stuff, and for example, meat. It doesn't change anything, but I do believe that we humans do need meat consumption, even if it's like, I mean, not in the like the large level we're doing now. I'm not saying yeah, keep this meat going, eat meat every day. I'm not saying that, but I do think it's normal for humans to eat meat occasionally. I don't think everybody
But
should stop eating meat.
normal just means everybody does it, and it is normal. That's true. Is it
It's
required?
normalized, not normal.
Yeah, somebody fell off their bike.
You okay?
I think they're okay. I don't know. Yeah, they're okay.
All right.
So it is normal, but it isn't like if we can survive and thrive on a plant-based diet, right? If we can be as healthy as we can be, then I don't think we should be consuming any meat, because at the end of the day, when you think about the victims on the other side, I don't know. Even if we were to kill one human being per week for meat, let's say, I would still say it's bad for that human being, right?
I understand.
It's the same for that animal.
I mean, the amount of we're doing it in a very large and quick amount. I feel like 100.
It's obviously worse. It's obviously worse.
I understand that what you're doing now is horrible.
Yeah.
I'm not saying I support everything that's happening right now.
Yeah.
I'm not saying that. I do think we have to lessen it, but I don't think that it's going to happen real quick, because people are so. I wouldn't say it's normal, but it's normalized to eat meat, and it's very hard to get a certain very strong food to get it out of someone's system.
But you live here, right?
I live here, Amsterdam. Yes.
Yeah, you have so many plant-based options, good plant-based options here, that
Yeah.
it's like, I think the taste difference between the plant-based meat and the regular meat is so small, and the nutritional value are also so good. No, even the price is actually cheaper now. There was actually an article from last year that plant-based meat is now cheaper, especially if you buy the ones every week. Albert Heijn has a 50% discount for every plant-based meat. Yeah.
My dad and my mom, we always buy sometimes we buy the cheap fake meat. It tastes like shit.
Depends on which one you try. I tried a lot of them. A lot of them are shit.
Yeah, we tried a lot of them, and most of them we try, they're shit. It's a plastic carton. It doesn't taste good.
Depends on the ones you try.
Yeah, but that's when people buy that. Say, okay, I'm gonna change my things up, and it tastes fake meat, and it's shit. It already destroys everything. Well, never mind, I'm trying to eat meat again. So if they make these food like a fake food and make it cheap, they at least make it good, because now
there are good ones.
There are good ones, but they're more expensive than regular meat. That's what I experienced with my father when we buy those.
So do you know vegetarisch lager?
Yeah.
Have you tried the leaded beef?
I mean, probably my dad buys. I don't go with him. My dad buys them probably.
Sure, you should try it. It's almost identical to beef.
Okay.
It's not.
Have you been to a Loetje?
To Loetje? No, I have not.
It's like they make meat out of 3D printing.
Oh, they do that also in the.
That was really good as well, but that was like.
Yeah, there are some pricier options, but I feel like with price you can make it work. That's the thing. You don't have to eat that every day. You can have it once a week or something. You can choose the one that is the best, and maybe it's a little bit more expensive, and you have it once a week or twice a week or whatever. But every other day, if you eat regular food, like a whole foods plant-based diet, you can still thrive on that.
Yeah, I see what you mean.
But the biggest benefit is that no animals are exploited for you, and when it comes to, because you say maybe we need to do some, from our perspective it can seem right, but think about it this way: it's an injustice to them, and if we apply the same logic to any other injustice, like let's say feminism, right? I'm a feminist myself, but if I go around slapping women's asses every day, I'm like, I'm not a feminist. But if I then tell you that, but wait a minute, because I'm doing better. I used to rape women. Now I only slap their asses. It can be worse. And then I can say I only slap their asses once a day. It can be even less worse. You see what I mean? Like
this comparison is very thrown out of proportion, I think, in my opinion.
The only reason why I mention this is because if you think about from the perspective of the victim, there's obviously worse and better ways to oppress them. But at the end of the day, they're all still oppressive.
It's true, but comparing rape and sexually assaulting women to the consumption of meat, I feel like it's
not the consumption of meat. What we do to animals.
I mean, with animals, the abuse of animals.
The sexual abuse and everything. They are very much comparable.
I feel like comparing to this now, we're having a conversation about the animal consumption, and mentioning that only tries to put down my perspective. I'm just trying to have a conversation with you.
I understand what you mean, but as I said, it's the couple of injustices that we both agree on. I don't know any injustice that you agree on otherwise, because obviously when it comes to animals, most people will say, will bite any bullet and say they're okay with whatever as long as they're animals. So I have to bring it to injustices to humans. And I understand that every injustice to humans seems monumentally worse because we are human and because we can sympathize with the victim easier. But any injustice that I talked about, that I was doing just now to women, are injustices that are happening for dairy, for eggs, and for meat every
Yeah.
single day to almost every single animal in
And I
animal
think we've already
agriculture.
established that I knew that. So
Yeah.
I don't really understand why you're throwing that in my face. 'cause
I
we already
wasn't
talked about
throwing it
this.
in your face. I was just explaining to you that
Yeah.
that an injustice, that we wouldn't apply an injustice to an injustice where we respect the victim of the injustice. We wouldn't apply this logic of let's reduce the injustice. We would say let's stop it. So that's why I'm trying to say that I brought it to a different type of injustice because we need to think of it as it is, an injustice towards an individual. It's not what we want from it or what we get from it or how
Yeah, but,
society
like,
is. We need to think about
Right
what
now,
the victims
like
suffer.
this generation, these people, the only thing we can do is try to lessen it. We cannot stop it. People will always eat meat. You
Well,
can try. but
you
this-
can
I'm
stop.
not
You
done.
can stop.
We can stop. But like there are so many people. The only thing we can do to like minimize the damage that's already done is take it step by step, which begins by
Society.
eating less. Yeah, just by slowing down with consumption.
But not the human. A single individual can choose to stop overnight. Society,
Exactly.
sure.
But it's
Society.
mentally as well. People are like they are used to eating meat. You check out, you're like, okay, I'm gonna stop eating meat. You have to. Some people, I'm not saying myself, but you have to slowly build that up. Some people really like meat.
Depends on the person.
Yeah, exactly. But you can't really say like, okay, raping women is bad and blah blah this and that. You have to build it up slowly.
But let me ask you this: if
Yes.
it were dogs and cats that were
Mhm.
being used in these situations,
Yes.
right? Being bred to be sexually exploited and killed for
And
optional
that's happening,
food.
right? In the other countries.
Yeah, it's happening also here for pets, but let's take pets out of the equation.
Yeah.
Just strictly for optional food. Would you support that?
Support the consumption of animal pets.
Of the consumption not of animal pets, of dogs and cats bred specifically for optional food.
Okay, well, it doesn't change anything because it's happening to other animals as well. Like I said in the
So
beginning,
for you, it would be the same.
it is the same. The fact that we are breeding cows and chickens is the same as breeding cats and dogs for consumption or pets or whatever. It's the same.
So for you, you would, if in a hypothetical scenario, all the animals get a virus and they all die off, all the cows, chickens, and pigs, would you continue? Would you go plant-based, or would you go plant-based, or would you consume dogs and
If
cats?
there are diseases in the food that we eat, it's obviously you need to stop. But it's
But no, I mean that. So not
sorry, I don't
you wouldn't be consuming the diseased animals. I'm asking those diseased animals would no longer exist. So you can no longer get flesh from cows,
Oh,
chickens,
you
or
just no
pigs.
longer eat meat in general.
You can get flesh from cats, dogs, or humans, but not from cows, chickens, and pigs. You can still
Okay.
get plant-based meat and all this. What would you do in this situation?
Like I said, what I would do, well, I've never ever tried animal like that, like dogs, cats, and stuff like that before. But I do know that maybe personally I wouldn't do that, but other people definitely would.
So you would stop immediately.
I wouldn't stop immediately. I would definitely try to find a solution, but I
Would you eat
wouldn't.
cats and dogs for a while and then stop, or what would you do?
Well, we know that they are like they are able to eat them. It is possible. It's happening in different countries as well.
yeah.
But it's just more for me. It's morals, and that's just.
But that's what
is
I'm-
the distinction I can get. Like it's weird for me because I do think it's the same situation with cats and like cows and cats. It's the same, but for me, morally, I don't think it's right to eat a cat or a dog.
See, but there you go. See, this is the crux of it, right? Because this is where we arrive. Because you said somebody needs to take steps in that direction. But when it comes to a different individual, like a cat or a dog, you say for yourself that you wouldn't take steps. You would stop immediately because it's immoral. So then. I think you understand, as you said, you understand the logic of it, that there's no difference between them, because a cow doesn't choose to be born a cow, a dog doesn't choose to be born a dog. So that shouldn't it be just as immoral to continue
You're
doing
right.
it to cows,
I
chickens,
agree.
and pigs? Yeah, but you agree logically, but don't you think your actions should reflect the same thing?
Yeah, but then again, I am surrounded by like my mother, who's a vegan, and because I'm aware what's happening. My mother showed me the pictures of the baby cows are being raped by the mother. I've seen everything.
Yeah.
My mom showed me everything. I mean, it's just, for me, it's just in my head morally, it's just wrong. I'm really sorry. My friend is waiting.
That's
We
okay.
have
That's
to
okay.
do.
I appreciate you having
Can
this conversation
of
with
course.
me.
I was trying to like fix things up because.
Yeah. He was trolling.
I hope.
Don't troll, man. Don't troll. That's a serious thing.
Can I read the
appreciate.
chat that said about me?
Yeah. If you want, I can give you my YouTube channel. You can look it up.
Are you live on YouTube or TikTok?
I'm on YouTube.
Hi guys. I wonder what they say about me. Wait.
Well, she just doesn't care and wants a good excuse. There you
No,
go.
that's mean.
I eat
don't
once in
think
a day.
What up about me?
You know what? I saw what they said about you. You're not gonna be happy.
But you shouldn't really care about what people say
No.
about you. You should
Hi,
care
go
about,
vegan,
yeah,
girl.
everybody
Go
just says
vegan,
go
go
vegan.
vegan.
Go
Shit. Shit. She's way hotter than him. Oh, that's taking
Is
me out.
everything they're saying?
The girl's finding excuse. I don't think so. I'm just
I mean,
trying
it
to
is
have
a little bit
conversation.
of excuses. Come on, it's
Okay, I see what you eat meat. Okay, that's also a new thing to hear.
yeah. There's all kinds of people. That's why I say don't really care what the people say.
Thought is better. Leave animals alone and what's useless, bro is a rambler. Vegan. Okay, she's biased. Okay. But then, thank you for the conversation. I was just trying to fix
I could give you resources, but it seems like you don't need them if you have a vegan mother.
I already saw everything.
Yeah, you already saw everything. I'm just like, I don't know, just think about it, because when I pose this example of me being a feminist and I say I respect women, but then I go around doing bad stuff to women,
I
no
agree.
matter what
We
I
really
say,
have
it's
to
what
go
I
'cause
do what
sounds really
matters.
funny,
That's
but,
it.
thank you for the
Just
conversation. Have a
respect what.
nice day.
You too. I respect your
Just
opinion.
choose differently. It's not an opinion. It's not an opinion. It's not an opinion. It's not an opinion. Cheers. I think that's it, everybody. I think I'm gonna end it. I gotta go. Gotta go continue my work.
Hello.
You guys wanna have a conversation with me?
Absolutely.
Are you okay being live from my YouTube channel?
Live? Yeah.
How old are you?
I'm 22. I'm 21.
Okay, that's okay. Come here and be.
Good?
Yeah. You need to be at least 18. What are your names?
My name is Sam.
Sam?
Adam.
Where are you guys from?
The U.S. U.S.
Okay. I'm an animal rights activist. I fight for the rights of animals. Do you guys think animals deserve rights?
Yeah, of course. 100%.
100%?
Yes.
Do you think animals should be objectified?
Objectified? No.
No. Okay. Do you think animal agriculture objectifies animals?
In some ways, I do. Yeah. I
Yeah.
do. In some ways, I do. Yes.
Do you think that you buying animal products means you supporting the objectification of animals?
Yes, I do.
And if you're against it, doesn't that create a contradiction?
Yeah. I mean, I know in psychology, what is it called? When you basically have two conflicting ideas, so they cause
Hypocrisy.
There's a word, but yeah, essentially.
Yeah.
It's because I eat meat and I drink dairy. I know that they're not treated good on like farms. I've seen videos. I know that they overfeed them and it's not good for the cows. But at the same time,
they don't just overfeed them. They breed them into existence to kill them.
yeah, I know.
As babies.
Yeah.
They rape them.
But I'd be
so
lying
that
if I
they
said
have
I don't eat
babies.
meat and drink milk. I still do it.
Do you think you need to?
Do I think I need to? No, I can survive as a human being without it.
Can you be healthy?
Yes. My uncle's a vegan, by the way.
Yeah.
And he's fine.
So then, what's going on there? Why continue supporting this?
I really like steak, and I like burgers.
So
and
do
I
you
like-
think that really liking something justifies any form of oppression?
No, but okay. Well, part of the reason actually, and this is obviously out of my control. I'm a Muslim, and in my faith, God says in our book, the Quran, He says we created livestock, some of them for you to essentially ride, meaning literally you can ride them and also benefit them, make money off of them.
How
trade
important
with
is
them.
your religion to you?
Very important. And then the other thing God says, and He said, we also created some of them for you to eat. So God lets us eat them.
Doesn't
Doesn't mean
God
you
also
have
say to hurt even a sparrow for unnecessarily reasons is wrong?
100%.
So is it necessary to consume animal products?
But the thing is,
there
in-
harm when we consume
Yeah.
animal products?
I think
Is
there's a
that
little-
not unnecessary harm? That's where I'm going at?
Yeah, no,
Don't you just pick and choose what you want out of this? It feels to me like you picked
Yeah.
and choose and said, I want to listen to this thing, but not this other thing.
A little
right?
bit, you're right.
Yeah.
I acknowledge that.
Yeah.
I think I am doing a little bit of picking and choosing. But I think human beings, I think everybody does that to some extent.
Yeah, but when it I agree with you.
Sorry, I
like
don't
when
like
it regards.
bees.
That's okay. I agree with you when it regards to everything else, but when it comes to like innocent.
It's not gonna hurt you.
Yeah, they're not gonna hurt you. They just come and smell.
They just
And
have like a phobia.
when it comes to innocent sentient beings, don't you think? When it comes to victims, don't you think our picking and choosing should respect victims?
I do. But I think that to a certain extent, as bad as it sounds, a human life isn't held at the same.
Doesn't matter. I'm just telling you to regard the life of an animal to the point of more than a sandwich.
Yeah.
Do
But
you
have
think
you
it's
also
worth
heard
taking
that-
the life of an animal for a sandwich?
I do.
You do?
I don't think mistreating is the right thing, but I don't think it's inhumane to slaughter an animal.
You think this is nice? Do you think this is humane? Ah, shit. Do you think this is humane? This is halal.
I think yeah, I'm okay with it.
You're
I think
okay with
it's
it?
okay. It's not okay with abusing the animal, but by
If it were you,
slaughtering
would you
the-
still be okay with it?
No, but in my once again
But
in my
you were
religion-
born in your body, they were born in this
Right.
body, and because they were born in that, then it's okay to do this to them?
But in my religion, God created these. It's okay to slaughter them.
These are beings we created, by the way. So even in your religion, saying God created these beings is not true, because all of the breeds that we farm today are breeds we as humans created.
But I don't think that this is inhumane. I think maybe treating it inhumane during its life is inhumane. But I think the
this
action
is,
of
do you think this is compassionate and benevolent?
well, you know, if you slaughter it quickly by the neck, I don't think that it's necessarily.
So cutting somebody's throat is compassionate and benevolent towards them?
It doesn't have to be compassionate, but I think it's okay.
So if it's not compassionate, then it's inhumane, because humane means compassionate and benevolent.
No, you could be humane while not being compassionate.
No, compassionate is by
could be
definition
neutral.
humane and benevolent.
What do you think?
Do you think this is neutral,
Do
really?
you think it's okay?
I mean, I just see a video of this, how it's done being treated.
They
first, and,
slaughter
like,
it by
how
the
it-
neck.
Yeah, okay, that's what I'm about to I gotta see how it got to that point. Like it's on, you can see right there, it's on his shoe as well. So for example,
No, he's
how
not
usually how it is when we do it is that we go from behind. We don't want to go. We don't want it to let it know. We don't want it to be terrified.
That's how they do it. They hold them
They
by
also-
the.
they
That's
also
how they do it. They hold them by the.
No,
They
no,
hold them
of
by
course.
this.
If you
They feed
inflict
them
fear
water.
in the animal when you slaughter it, it's definitely wrong.
No, this is exactly halal slaughter. This is if I don't know if you guys seen videos.
I
It's
have.
exactly it. Yeah.
So in
I mean, I've witnessed that as well, but it's
Yeah.
a little bit. I haven't seen like this personally. I
in
see it different.
Islam, you're supposed to
I
follow
know,
certain
this
guidelines.
is a little bit more gruesome because it shows the meat coming out and the blood, but it's all the same to an animal, isn't it? They're killed as babies for something you don't need. I understand you want to try and find justifications that your God said so or whatever,
Yeah.
but you realize they're all just justifications because you like the product that comes out of it, right?
Of course. Of course.
Yeah. So
But
how is
don't
that?
human
Is this
beings-
really the value that you want to live by?
No.
The value that you want to live by because you get pleasure out of it. It's okay to do whatever you want to a defenseless, innocent, sentient creature, somebody who feels.
No. Okay, but in all fairness, though, I feel like a lot of the times us human beings innately we act in a sense of selfishness. Many of the clothes we wear, I guarantee you, the shirt you're wearing was made in Bangladesh.
If
or
I had the
Vietnam.
option between choosing a shirt that was made inhumanely, a shirt made humanely, I would always choose the shirt made
But
humanely.
what if you can't afford the humane one?
What if I can't afford? Then I won't buy anything.
No, but you're gonna walk around shirtless.
No, of course
All these
not.
clothes we're wearing are made by slaves in Bangladesh.
Well,
Kids.
not mine. Actually, this one was
Child
very
labor.
expensive. the one that I
But
bought,
if
and
you
I
can't afford
especially
it-
made sure to be humane. But it doesn't really matter because, yet again, plant-based diet you can definitely afford it. It's not unaffordable.
But have you heard that plant-based diet also hurts our planet just as much, if not more, than actually slaughtering the cow?
Do you know
Have
that
you ever
is?
heard that
Do
argument?
you know that is? I have heard it, but do you know that is completely unscientific?
No, there are studies that back it up.
Nope. Do you know what the IPCC is?
I do not.
It's the Intergovernmental Panel for Climate Change. It's the largest organization on the planet for climate. The largest climate organization on the planet. They are the authority when it comes to climate science. They say that a plant-based diet has 25% of the footprint of somebody who eats meat.
Are you aware of any? You see, I don't have specific statistics, but are you aware of any other studies that also have, say, the opposite? Like maybe.
But they cannot have the opposite. Do you know why?
Why?
Because a lot of the times we forget that most of the food that we grow, the crops, the land that we use it to grow crops for the animals, to feed them. We forget that these animals don't just grow on air. They grow in food. We have to feed them a lot of food. So we have to grow a lot of food for them. So instead of us getting the food directly, the calories directly, we just, we give them into an animal, we kill them, and then we get considerably less calories from them.
I think where we're disagreeing is I think it's wrong to inhumanely treat an animal during its life, and I think it's wrong to
But you agree
inhumanely
that for the
slaughter it.
environment
But
it's
I
okay.
think if you slaughter an animal in a way according to my religion, which I think is very humane, you're not supposed to show the animal the knife. You're supposed to do it from behind. You're supposed
Cover
to
the eyes.
cover the eyes of the animal.
It's
I think that that's
compassionate and
fine.
benevolent.
Yes.
It's compassionate and benevolent to take a life of an animal for something you don't need.
Yeah, you're sacrificing an animal's life for human
For
beings.
your own pleasure, yeah.
Yes.
And
but
that's
a human
compassionate
life is
and
valued
benevolent.
more than an animal's life.
So let me ask you this, because
And in my
look,
religion,
I want you
think
to be
God
honest
put that
with this.
animal there on the earth for me to eat it.
Are all of these rules written by humans?
What rules? The ones that I just stated?
Yeah.
Is it in the Quran or
I
is
don't know if
it?
it's in the hadiths, maybe.
Even if they are in the Quran, isn't the
Yeah.
Quran written and printed by humans?
No, the Quran is the word of God.
It's
And
the
isn't it
word of
written
God
and printed by
transmitted.
humans? It's
Yes,
a
it
book.
was
It's
written,
written
yes.
and printed by
Yes,
humans. Is
it
it
was-
possible that humans have made a mistake in that book?
No.
No, it's impossible that they have printed the wrong. One single word in that Quran could not be printed wrongfully.
No.
I don't believe
No, it's impossible.
No, it's not.
So if I download the PDF of the Quran, change one word and print it out, then I do the impossible.
No, you're changing it, but when it was
So it's
first
possible for the
transcribed- when it
Quran.
was first
So I'm just
transcribed-
saying it's
yeah.
possible for the Quran to have some mistakes in it. It's possible to leave some room for interpretation, just as you said. You pick and choose. You interpret some things how you want to. So I'm just curious because
yes.
if you don't like seeing that kind of
Okay.
stuff, if you think it's violent, if
Yes.
your logic, your emotions, all of it comes from God,
Yes.
why wouldn't you take that as a sign from God that you shouldn't be doing it, but rather you listen to a book that has a potential, even if it's 1 in a million chances of a mistake? If you believe that in God, then you believe that everything that you feel is coming from
yes.
God, right? So if you feel bad about it, then why wouldn't you trust that more than a book that has
Wait,
a higher
if I
chance of being
understand the
wrong?
question correctly, you're saying if there's even a 1% chance that the book was
Yeah, maybe it's misinterpreted. Yeah.
then why do I put my full trust and faith in taking what God said that I could eat the animals? Is that what you're asking?
Is why are you putting your trust in something that has 1% chance of wrong and not something that is 100% chance not wrong?
Okay,
right?
I'll tell
like
you.
your feeling towards
I'll
it.
tell you. I had a really good argument about this once. When you go to a doctor, you trust the doctor and you trust that the pharmacist can understand the prescription that he
Doctor
wrote.
or pharmacist? I don't know.
Both. The doctor might misdiagnose you, and you also trust that the pharmacist will be able to properly read the script. She might improperly read it, and then you ingest the medication that could potentially kill you.
But that's a
So I
different
think
case
as humans-
scenario,
No,
isn't
but I
it?
think we're always putting trust in things that could potentially.
No, because even with doctors, by the way, even the best doctors on this planet will tell you exactly the same thing. They check up on you and they give you medication, and then they follow up on how you feel about it. So how you feel about the medication, whether this medication is working or not, it's based on your perception of it, what you do, and maybe markers if it's a disease that has certain markers that are measurable. But in this situation, this isn't something. This is yet again, it's between something that's potentially wrong and something that is definitely not wrong. So I'm trying to understand. And yet again, even from the Quran, you yet again said you pick and choose because it says that if it's not needed to kill an animal, why would you choose to?
No, but this is not in a not needed sense.
And
Eating
even
it
in
is
that
a good-
situation,
eating it is a good thing.
let's imagine even if you believe that whole situation, whatever you believe it, whatever, you know that scandal over scandal shows that even the ones who say they kill halal. Have you seen the one in UK lately? They closed the slaughterhouse that was a small slaughterhouse, one where they killed humanely halal, and they showed that actually they were playing around with the carcass of the animal. They were not doing the procedure correctly because you know why? They have to kill so many animals that the procedure that you think they're following might not actually be the procedure.
No, I've seen the videos. I know that a lot of places claim to slaughter halal, but that they do it in ways that are not for the halal thing.
I'm just curious because it
Yeah.
seems to me like all indications supports that if you want to be surely not violating the rights of animals, following what your God said and actually respecting, because that's why I like about the Islam is that they actually mention animals and actually mention respecting animals. So if you want to be sure about that, why not adopt a plant-based diet? You can get food satisfaction, all the nutrition that you need, and you will be 100% sure that you're in line with your values. Why would you ever choose anything else? I'm curious.
I mean, I think part of the reason is that, and by the way, I don't know if I'm taking too long. I don't know if I'm taking too long on this interview.
It's okay. It's
Am
okay.
I?
We'll end it soon. Yeah. So I'm pretty tired. I was gonna end, so that's okay.
I think part of it is that I understand that there are many places that do slaughter inhumanely, but do I think the actual process of slaughtering is inhumane? No. Am I also responsible for buying meat and necessarily tracking if it was slaughtered humanely or not? No, I think that falls on the person who slaughtered it. He bears responsibility for that. If he decided to inhumanely treat the animal and slaughter it inhumanely, that's on him. But me as a consumer, I think that I have a right to consume meat because I think that...
Do you have a right to consume? I just feel like, yet again, you have the right to consume the meat of certain animals,
Right.
and you discriminate based on how those animals are born, right?
Like which?
Because you say that if a cow is born a cow,
Yeah.
you have the right to kill them.
Yes.
If a dog is born a dog, none of them chose to be born that way.
Yeah.
Yet you say that if you're born that way, I have the right to kill you. If you're born the other way, I should protect you.
Right.
Is that really something that you want to discriminate based on how somebody's born?
I think my answer for that is going to be very simple because that purely comes down to my religion. That comes down to
That just sounds to me like a justification.
No,
You're
I'm
just using your
serious.
religion.
No,
Listen,
because
if you
there
ask
are some
me,
animals
I
God
don't
said
think
you're
you
not
should be
allowed to
using
eat.
your religion to
Yeah.
justify violence towards defenseless creatures. I think that if you believe in a all-knowing, all-compassionate God, then you would actually consider the contradictions in your worldview right now, because an all-knowing, all-compassionate God would not want you to kill beings who feel, who have the subjective experience of the world, who feel both happy and sad, for you to kill them for a sandwich that you don't need.
I get your argument, but I don't think it holds true because a lot of people then say, like atheists, they'll make the claim that like if God is so compassionate and loving, then why do wars happen in the world? Why does God allow some man to kill
No,
another man?
if you want an argument against God, if God is actually so compassionate, why would God create carnivores?
You have a religion, by the way?
No, I'm atheist. I used to be Christian. I'm no longer.
I think that part of the point of Islam is that I live my life in accordance to the way God wrote it for me to be. I know that many people may
I don't
view
think
that.
you are.
I do. No.
I think you're just justifying it.
No,
I don't think
listen.
you're living compassionately in any way.
I'll tell you.
You can tell me,
God
but it will
told
just
me
be a
some
justification,
animals
won't
I
it?
can slaughter, and there are some animals
Yeah,
I'm
it's
not.
a justification,
right,
exactly.
And there are
it.
some animals I'm not permitted to eat. Okay. Now, as a person following Islam, I acknowledge that I live by the way of God and that God created me and He tells me what to do, and I have no room in the matter. For me to go and
So what if this was a message from God to stop doing it? Why is it that you
But he
interpret?
didn't
You see what
he
you do?
explicitly
No,
wrote
you see
what I can
every
eat and what I can't eat.
absolutely everything, every single sign. I'm sorry if I spit. Absolutely every single sign, every single sign, you interpret it how you want,
Yeah.
and you do it to suit your narrative. Because you have a stranger in front of you,
No, I don't.
in front of 250 people, telling you that you don't need to consume animal products,
Right.
that you can thrive on a plant-based diet.
Right.
You have that in front of 250 people.
Yes.
I explained to you how even in the Quran you might be misinterpreting it.
No,
I gave you
I don't think so.
well,
Okay,
hurting
listen,
even a sparrow
no, in our
for
religion,
without
in our
any
religion,
need.
if I believed even a single word
But you
in
see,
the
you're
Quran
you're
was
trying to
changed,
find
then
justification for something that is incredibly violent.
No, I'm sorry. I apologize, but I don't think we're going to see eye for one reason. I think that part of this is stemming out of the fact that I follow my religion to a T, and I think that I understand.
I don't think that you do.
I
I think
know-
you follow religion,
no, let
not
me tell
God.
you. No, I'll tell you.
This is what
And I
the
understand
problem
that
I
a
have
lot
with
of
religion.
Atheists, I think a lot of atheists, I know that they see that as being ignorant and selfish because you're
It
just
is a form
blindly
of
following.
ignorance, yeah.
But we don't see it that way.
But
And
it
that's
doesn't
why
matter.
I don't
but
think we're going to see
but,
eye to
but,
eye.
but
And I
that's
respect
the,
your decision.
But that's the thing about it. Don't you see it? Because yet again, logic,
Yeah.
which comes from God. If you believe in God, logic is the absolute truth. It does come from God. You cannot deny logic. You just can't. If there was one thing that we as humans have
But there
a
are some
grasp
things that we
understanding
not,
on
might
that
not
is
be
absolute.
capable of understanding that God
Doesn't
does
matter.
understand.
Doesn't matter. If we have one absolute thing, and that is logic. If something is true, it is true. It is not false, right? It's simple logic. If you go by the simple logic rules, you will see that you end up in a contradiction. If you end up in a contradiction, doesn't that mean that the only thing that we know for a fact is absolute is leading you to a contradiction? Does that not mean that maybe you should not
No,
listen to
but
this relative book that says this is how absolute should be,
Right.
when in fact that leads to contradictions?
But I think that when you completely, fully rely on your own interpretation and you completely, fully rely on what you think is right, I think you make yourself your own God. And I think that that's not my right. I think that God put me on this earth
Yeah, but
to
that's
follow
exactly
His
what you're
teachings.
doing it.
And I'm following what God told me to do.
No, you're not. You're not doing you're not following the commandment, thou shalt not kill. You're not following the commandment that says.
I mean, I'm not a Christian. That's a Christian.
I'm
verse in the
sure.
Bible.
I'm sure it's also in yours, right? The Old
It
Testament is in
is.
both. But you're not following the you should not kill
That's-
one,
that
and two.
counts
You're
for
not
humans,
following.
though.
You're not follow. Does it say?
No, it is for humans.
Does it say?
That's not up to me to interpret. That's up to the scholars who were passed
Okay,
down
so
from the time
if
of
we talk about the scholars, I actually talk to scholars, and when it comes to this specific thing, actually a lot of scholars say exactly this: that it is up for however they want to interpret it. Because when it comes to hurting even a sparrow, right? I think there's such an expression in the Quran that if you hurt even a sparrow when there's no necessity for it, God shall punish you or something like that, which is clearly wrong.
Mm-hmm.
So there's no necessity for you to cut the throats of animals. There's no necessity for you to support
No,
violence
of course
towards
it's not
animals.
necessary, and it's not sinful if I choose
Yeah.
to live my life not eating meat. But I'm also not sinful if I choose to live meat.
It is.
Listen, we gotta go. This is
It
a
is.
fruitful
You-
conversation.
you're just picking and choosing at the end of the day.
No.
You refuse to believe that, but that's exactly what you're doing.
No, I think it seems like I'm picking and choosing. But once again, I'm living
Can
my
you
life.
prove to me that you're not picking and choosing?
Well, which point did I say that I'm picking and choosing about?
You essentially about violence towards animals.
Okay.
Is it
It's wrong,
unnecessary to be
yes.
violent?
It's unnecessary, yes.
Okay, so doesn't your book say that you shouldn't be unnecessarily violent towards an animal?
Of course.
Okay. So
But my book
why are you
also in
picking to
another verse
ignore
says
this
that I
one?
can.
But why are you ignoring this one?
Because in another verse, God also said He created some
Okay.
animals for us to benefit
Okay.
from, some for us to eat.
So you have two of them. One says one thing, one
Yes.
says the other.
Yes.
Okay. So now we have two contradictory views.
No,
Okay.
they're not
and now
contradictory.
well,
They're
they
not.
are. They are.
No,
one
no,
is
because
saying
you
you
can slaughter it humanely.
No. One is saying even slaughtering humanely
Yes.
is still harming an animal.
No, I don't think so. I
You don't
view it as
think this is harmful?
No.
Yet again, rationalize. Yet again, you're trying to suit your narrative. But let's put it this way: you have one situation
don't think
and
me
another.
slaughtering an
You pick and
animal-
choose which one you want, based on what you want to do, not based on what you think is right to do. Because you know that the right thing would be for you to no
Okay,
longer
but I think it's
support
relative
this.
at this point. I think it depends. You consider slaughtering an animal to be harmful. I do not.
It is harmful to the animal. It's not what I consider. It's the truth.
It's relative. I don't.
What do you mean
consider
it's relative? Do you think that the animal does not want to live?
I think when God said don't harm an animal, I think He meant abusing it. I don't think He considers slaughter to be harmful.
Oh, so we shouldn't punch an animal, but we should put a knife through their throat.
Yeah, that's what. He
And that's
created it for.
logical to you.
It is. Once again, I don't make myself.
It is
I'm not making
totally
myself,
rationalizing
no, I'm not
it.
making myself.
You're literally picking and choosing what you want.
No,
Do you
I'm
think a
not.
compassionate individual would say you should be allowed to put a knife through innocent, defenseless creatures?
I
If
mean,
you were to choose
he does
if
it
you
in
were
a
to choose it to
proper
make a
way-
compassionate world, would you tell those individuals in that compassionate world, you as a person who understands
not
some form
God.
of compassion, doesn't matter, you understand the form of compassion, you can create a world. If you create that world, are you going to tell those individuals, I'm going to give you the capability to feel pain, all of you, I'm going to give you all subjective experience, I'm also going to make these other plants which they don't feel pain, they don't have a subjective experience of the world, you can eat them, but you can also eat each other. Which one do you think is better?
Ideally, of course, the second one.
To kill each other?
No, the first one is. I
Yeah,
forgot
yeah,
the
yeah,
order.
yeah.
Ideally, yeah.
Yeah, there you go. So if logic tells you that,
I'm not
if
the one
part
who
of the
made the
book tells
rules.
you that, you're just rationalizing it, man. There's plenty of vegan Muslims.
Of
You're just
course.
rationalizing it. You're just choosing to believe what you want to believe.
No, I think God told us don't abuse animals, but He also told us
Going
that
in
it's permissible
circles.
to eat some.
We're going in
No,
circles.
but once again, it comes back to the same point.
It is abuse.
I'm following what I believe. God told me I can do, and I follow that because He's my God. If I
So
come up
sexually
with my-
exploiting animals, is your God okay with that?
No, I said that.
Do you think that
counts as
happens in
harming.
animal agriculture?
I think it does.
Do you think you're supporting it?
Am I supporting it to an extent?
Yeah.
But
so
I'm also
then,
supporting other things. I'm
so,
supporting
so, so
slavery
wait,
by wearing
so,
this shirt.
So if you're God, yeah, but you have alternatives for that one. So
Okay, but
if
what
you
if
have
there's somebody
alternatives
in a
for that,
village? What if there's somebody in a village who can't afford
but you're
to
not
get
that
a
person.
human
It
shirt?
doesn't matter.
Or to
You're
get-
not that person. You're the person who can choose to not support animal abuse, to not support the sexual exploitation of animals.
Yes.
So why not choose that?
But I don't think completely cutting out something cold turkey is always the
You come up
solution.
with excuses again. It's just excuses over excuses. You see, it's
Listen.
the same thing. When you realize that it's wrong, now you say, "Well, I can't stop immediately." Like you just want, like just admit to yourself, "Hey, I do it because I want to do it. I do it because I don't really give a fuck about animals."
Yeah.
Right?
I think
At least
part of
say
it is that part of it is that I want to do it, and I think part of it is that according to my religion, I'm allowed to do it.
No, your religion, you read it because because yet again, we've established that if you were to create a world, you would tell these people to act compassionately by not killing each other to eat each other, but rather to eat the plants
Killing
who
a
don't
human
feel.
is not the same as killing a cow.
I'm not saying killing humans. I'm saying each other. Each other can
But
mean other
once
species.
again,
It
this is
doesn't
where
really
we get
matter.
into the atheism versus religion debate. Which
No,
is
it doesn't. It doesn't matter if my message is coming from an atheist or religious.
Listen, let me
I
get
can
my-
tell you I'm a Muslim, right?
Okay, let me
Like,
get my
does it
point across.
matter?
No, this is the difference where it comes to the point where it's like I live my life in accordance to God, and I don't need to think of an imaginary world where I created it because I'm not God, and I don't get to make my own decisions for it. I follow religion the same way God did.
You
I
follow
understand-
religion, not God,
I understand
exactly.
atheists. A lot of them find it to be contradictory.
Doesn't even matter. I'll just tell you right here. You follow religion, not God. Because if you were to actually follow your word of God, a compassionate God, you would do the compassionate thing. You would do the compassionate, fair thing. You wouldn't do the thing that you want because it brings you pleasure, even if you know it's violent, even if you know it's wrong. You would follow what is
I think it's
compassionate and
opinion.
fair.
I think it's opinion. I don't think I do. I think you do. Think that I think, but it's fine.
You think it's compassionate and fair to do this to animals?
We're going in a bit of a circle. I said I think it is, but
You
we
think it's
kinda-
compassionate and fair to
No.
sexually exploit animals?
We do have to go. Listen, this has been a fruitful conversation. I know we don't see eye to eye. I hope I didn't offend you in any way. You didn't offend me.
Oh,
But
it's okay. Have an awesome day.
thank you.
Stop Dude, stop this. Stop rationalizing it, man. It's not.
Listen, it's okay. I know we don't see eye to eye. This was nice though. Thanks.
Stop rationalizing violence. It's not okay. That's it, everybody. We're done. We're done. This whole ridiculous. That's what I hate about religion, okay? If you guys want, you listen to me. If everybody who's listening right now and you're religious, I don't care. Be religious, that's okay. Just don't use your religion to justify acts of oppression, acts of violence, okay? Be smart about it. Be smart. Jesus Christ, that's what I hate about it. You're not following your God or any form of what your religion stands for. You're just following what your religion says. And sometimes that's not what you actually stand for. If you stand for fairness and compassion, you should be vegan because that's the fair and compassionate thing to do. There's no ifs and buts on this one. There's no opinion here. We all know that is true. We all know being vegan is the only fair and compassionate thing. So do that. You kept your cool. Yeah, I was pretty cool. I'm okay. I hate when people take God's name in vain, says Lynn. I hate it when people use God to justify acts of oppression, personally. I think it makes everybody looks bad. I think it just makes absolutely everybody worse off. I think it makes your religion look worse. I think it makes you look worse. I think, you know what, if you want to believe in a God, that's fine. But adjust, be rational about it. You can ask them, can I join your religion as a vegan? They always say yes, but we already established that there were vegan Muslims, Anna. That's just what they want to do. It's just rationalizing. It's just what some people want to believe that, you know? That's just it. There's nothing else. Hey, thank you so much, everybody, for being here. I hope you've enjoyed some of the conversations. If you have, remember to subscribe. We want to get those numbers up. I see a lot of likes, which I appreciate. Also some donations there. I appreciate every help. I appreciate. And I appreciate all the people. I want to give a shout out to all the people who, you know, you sit in the chat. You try to have conversations with people. I really do appreciate all that work. It's such a difficult work. I do it sometimes also myself in other situations, in other streams. And I just see how difficult it is. And I think it's even more difficult than what I'm doing right now. So, yeah, you planted the seeds, bro. Sometimes it takes time for these people to wake up. It's true, it's true. But I just want to thank everybody for doing the work in the chat. And hey, if you're not vegan and you're watching this, come on, you see it. It's about being rational, about being fair in this world. You don't have to be compassionate. You just got to be a fair person. And if you want to see kind of what we're talking about, maybe you have this image of idyllic image. That's what most people, when they think of animal farming, they have this idyllic image of a little camp, animals living freely on the grass. This farmer goes like the bell, gling, 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 and the animals come there and they're like, hey, you're so nice. And when the animal dies, then they eat them. That's what people think farming is. It is not. That's not. None of it is that. Oh, they think, oh, look at that, these babies, they mated and we have another one. No, it's not like that, no. The animal farming involves us controlling the breeding process and us killing them as babies. So no, don't support that. And if you don't trust me on that, look it up yourself. You might not be okay with what you're supporting. There's a video in the description of this stream. It's called the 3-minute video. Give that a watch. You'll learn some things about it, okay? And you might not be okay with the stuff that they do to animals. My church members are vegan primarily, says Lynn. That's awesome, Lynn. That is awesome. I ask myself, how do I reach these people a lot of the times? But you know, it's conversations like this that, I mean, it was nice because we were civil, you know, and we did go a little bit in circles here and there. It's just I wish we could have better ways of communicating and of reaching people and of getting them to understand. It seems like every time when it comes to farm animals, the animals we use for food specifically, people just lose all sense of logic. That's like it's insane. Just logic. It's like if logic was a fucking person in their brain, the minute that we speak about that is the minute that logic just, I'm out. That's it, I'm out. I don't know why. I don't know why. I don't know. I can't understand why. I can't understand why people can't detach themselves a little bit from that. Even as an exercise to see how you feel, detach yourself and try to. I don't know why. I don't know. So that's what I tried today with the objectification thing. I tried a little bit differently because most people say we shouldn't objectify animals, and then, well, they pay for objectification. We had a person who said it's not objectification, it is exploitation. As if exploitation is not objectification. It's interesting. That's the whole thing about it, isn't it? It's insane. You speak to so many people and you see so many, well, all of them are kind of the same thing. They're all just justifications. They're all just excuses to want to continue doing what you are doing. But they're all slightly different, isn't it? Yeah. It's insane to me. Anyway. Watch Dairy is Scary. That's a good one, Pia. Hey, everyone. That's it. I'll be back. Either tomorrow or Thursday. I'm not sure yet. There's a weather factor to it, and there's a work factor to it. I need to finish some work. I might just be there tomorrow for an hour or two. I don't know. And then do it again on Thursday. I don't know yet. We'll see. Well, I'll do our best. I also want to do another stream this week where we are just chilling again, doing some cool things. Only us. Somebody said I sub. Thank you. Nice to have you here. We have an awesome community. Thank you, Erwin, for doing the work. Thank you, everybody who donated. I'm sorry if I didn't see all your donations. I peeked at the phone and I did see some donations. Sorry I couldn't read them out loud. When I get home, unfortunately the YouTube app does not allow me to see the donations, but when I get home I do look at them and I see the messages and I'm like, oh, that's so nice. Thank you so much. And I appreciate all the work, all the support, and I'll continue fighting for animals regardless of all of this. I just want you to know that, okay? I'll continue fighting for animals. I want to make a community here. I want us, if you're vegan, to come here and feel safe. That's why I want to have more streams like that. And yeah, that's what it's all about. It's about making the world a little bit better, and when it comes to animal rights. And, from time to time I also speak about human rights. Not a lot, but maybe I should do a little bit more. Sometimes I think I should do a bit more also about that. Anyway, I ramble. I'm rambling. It's always, it's always difficult to, if you're new to the channel, you'll realize that it's always difficult for me to end the streams. I want to give a shout out. I don't know if it was, I think it was Draculum who won the last one, wasn't it? Still Draculum, or Tone maybe, or both. Tone and Draculum. It was Draculum. Shout out to Draculum. Congrats. We have this little contest here. When the stream ends, the person who comments first gets a little bit of a shout out. The last time it was Draculum. The fight is almost always between Draculum and Tone. Does anybody else still win? I don't think anybody else still win. So I gotta be a little bit clever on how I end the streams, because I gotta keep you on your toes or something. So I'll do that. But before I end the stream, because you never know when I'm gonna end the stream. I'm just gonna show you a little bit of Amsterdam. Why not? I don't think I've ever showed you this side of it, huh? There's a little bit of a canal over here, and it's beautiful. I don't know, everybody. It's we as humans have created a lot of beautiful things. I'll give you that. We've created a lot of cool things, but we also have a lot of horrible things, and we should stop doing that. Oh yeah, and every single time, by the way, everybody, every single time I've been sitting here, there's somebody coming from that canal here and coming to this canal over there. And you see this time it was these guys who were pedaling. You see them here? Yeah. So it's always a little bit of something. But yeah, as much beauty as we humans can create, we also can create a lot of suffering. Let's not support any of this, okay? Let's be compassionate individuals. Thank you so much, everybody. I hope you'll have an awesome day.